Bellator. I'm reppin' Bellator, Bellator, Bellator. I'm reppin' Bellator, Bellator, Bellator. I'm reppin' Bellator, Bellator, Bellator. I'm reppin' Bellator. Look, Dana White, you found a fight. You said some shit that I ain't like about Bellator, so now it's time to back it up. Now grab the mic. You slap the fighters with the Reebok deal and treat them like some fools. I ask the fighters how the people feel, so people think I'm cool. Yeah, Scott Coker, baby, you ain't fucking with us. I'm like a stockbroker, baby, and I'm running it up. Go get your pot holders, baby. I'm like the oven to touch, and you can get Conor or Tony, Dana my Chandler, fucking him up. Whoa, whoa there, Scott. Whoa, what the fuck? Maybe when you smoke your pot, you shouldn't smoke so much. Because I know that you're high. Michael Chandler would die against Conor or Tony, homie, so don't even try. Now, should I keep it with you, or should I get on your roster? Even Jimmy Smith is just a roster imposter. You got James Gallagher, he just wanna be Conor. You got Rory McDonald only cause we didn't want him. You see, Scott Coker, me and you, we are not kosher. You're not a stockbroker, boy, you're a stockholder. What the fuck were you thinking, sending that shitty diss my way? You need to think before you diss. While you're at it, take these flyweights.
Best welterweight in the world. Oh God. Y'all in trouble. Look. I'll beat your ass. I'll beat your ass. I'll beat your ass. I'll beat your ass. I'll beat him on God though. Talk slick, move quick like a vato. One hand behind my back with my eyes closed. You can't fuck with me, yeah, I know. Look, I'll beat your ass. I'll beat your ass. I'll beat your ass. I'll beat your ass. I'll beat him on God though. Talk slick, move quick like a vato. One hand behind my back with my eyes closed. You can't fuck with me, yeah, I know. Look,
I'll beat him like a black belt. If a nigga fuck with me, then he assed out. I'ma sit his ass down, back against the wall, then I max out. If you want smoke, I'm a gas cloud. No time for you class clowns, cause my bitch got her ass out. And she wiggling, wobbling, and she moving, and she shaking it for me. And now these niggas getting mad now, probably cause they salty and they jealous cause they really ain't been making no money. Hold up. Let me go on and switch my flow up. That's why everybody know us. Cause we throw them from the shoulders like some motherfucking soldiers. And I thought we fucking told ya. We ain't choose this life, it chose us. We do you like a pipe and smoke ya. Pause. I don't wanna talk, I just wanna break your jaw.
I'll beat your ass. I'll beat your ass. I'll beat your ass. I'll beat your ass. I'll beat him on God though. Talk slick, move quick like a vato. One hand behind my back with my eyes closed. You can't fuck with me, yeah, I know. Look, I'll beat your ass.
Yeah, they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish and they wishing on me. It's Tony time, bitch, I don't care who's fucking with me. Staying away from tiramisu's a struggle for Khabib. You don't wanna fight, you wanna cuddle with me. My elbows are knives and I'ma cut you with these. I don't really give a fuck who's with me. If this fat fuck will make weights a big mystery. If you were smart then you would probably pick me. To submit Khabib at UFC 223. To submit Pettis at UFC 229. Tony time. Tony time. I knock out, sometimes I choke. I might be the lightweight GOAT. If my leg didn't get broke, would've probably beat Khabib. Then moved up and fought with Lee. Either wait for GSP. You don't wanna mess with me. Tony time. Tony time. I knock out, sometimes I choke. I might be the lightweight GOAT. If my leg didn't get broke, would've probably beat Khabib at UFC 223. Then moved up and fought with Lee. Either way for GSP.
Fucking did it to me.
We are not running that back. What is going on, full-time family? It is time to watch the fights. It is Bellator tonight. UFC's actually tomorrow. I thought they were going to be on the same night. I thought they were both Saturday. But UFC on ESPN is going down on Sunday.
So tonight we get to focus all of our attention on Michael Venom Page versus Paul Daley, which is going to be a great fight. Hopefully, could definitely end up being a striking chess match, but could also, there's a lot of animosity between these two fighters, so there's a lot on the line. We'll see how they approach this. Going to be a great main event tonight. Let's see what we can get on the screen. Nope, that's not it. There. Nope. We'll find something to put on the screen for you guys. Let's see. Alright, I gotta put something on the screen you guys will see. So the co-main event is gonna be Mirko Cro Cop versus Roy Nelson. And we also have Czech Congo versus Vitaly Minakov going down tonight. So let's put something on the screen. Properties. What's going on, Full Time Family? I'll pull up the chat in just a second. I mean, the first fight of the night is going to be between Valerie Lareda and Colby Fletcher as far as the main card is concerned. Alright. Let's go over here for a second. Where's this at? That's what I need. Come over here. I got Congo and Silva, says Alan Clark. Okay. Alright. Let's get that on the screen. There we go. Now we're cooking. What's going on, family? Yaroslav Amosov versus Eric Silva, UFC veteran. That's going to be a good fight as well. See if he can come over here to Bellator and catch a W, a much-needed W. He's a good fighter, but if you look at his resume, he's been catching some L's lately. He's taking on the undefeated Yaroslav Amosov, so definitely no easy matchup for the UFC veteran Eric Silva. And don't think a UFC guy... Ooh, if you don't know, you should already know. But if you're casual, don't think that a UFC guy is just going to come over here and run house in Bellator. We've seen many UFC guys come over here and get handed L's. You know, it's at the highest level. There's some really good fighters in Bellator. So, see what happens in that fight. Like I said, Valerie Lareda versus Colby Fletcher coming up. Let's pull up the fights, make sure we're not going to miss anything. Pull up the chat. Yeah, they're walking out right now. Valerie Lareda's walking out right now. She's the karate girl. Let's pull up the chat over here. Leon Dubson in the building. Royal Pain. Mr. Perfect 2005. Kim Jong Uzi. What's going on, everybody? Go and grab my handy dandy. Leon Dubson in the building. I got Valerie in this next one, says J Skills. I got Valerie as well. Let's put that on the screen. That's the fight coming up first. Kick off the main card. Just rolling one quick before this first bout, says Leon Dubson. I'm with you. I'm with you. I got Valerie in this one. Alan Clark says Taekwondo. She's Olympic level. Yeah. She's an Olympic level Taekwondo girl. Picking her to win this fight. I think Bellator should be wise with the matchmaking on this girl. I kind of talked about it in my breakdown and predictions for this fight. She's got a lot of potential as far as marketability, and she's can be a good fighter. She's really young. So if she gets with the team, like an American top team, or one of those top teams, no pun intended, out there, top fight teams, then and she works on her grappling vigorously, like she could actually become one of the best MMA fighters. But right now, with the base and striking, I'm always a little skeptical. Like salute to the Stamina MC, he showed us, and Leon Dubson, I'm sure you saw the video as well. There's like a 16-year-old Muay Thai fighter chick, and she's just kicking all types of ass, and she's like really pretty. So like they're talking about how marketable she could be and her future. But I'm like, yeah, but I'm always a little scared to crown somebody that doesn't have a background in grappling. If you have a background in grappling, I like your chances in MMA. as a prospect than if you come over as a boxer or a kickboxer. I'm always a little weary when it's somebody with a striking background. They're announcing the fight right now, so we will be watching these girls throwing down soon. I guess we all are, says Mr. Perfect 420. Hey. Alan Clark says, me too. John Doe, what's up? I Am Troll says, Jake took my Norco's back, is about to feel good. Hey. We're all getting medicated out here, ain't we? Isn't Eric Silva on the card? Yeah, he's fighting 20-0 Yaroslav. This is now a party, says Remove Lizard. Ready to fight? Ready to fight? All right, these fighters are ready to fight. I don't got my lighter. Let's get the fight clock on the screen. Hopefully it's still in the same spot. Yep. Ooh, throwing hands. All right. Loretta throws a spinning heel kick. Yo, Colby Fletcher came to fucking fight, bro. She came putting hands on Valerie Loretta in the beginning. Valerie Loretta tried to throw a spinning heel kick up top. Colby caught it, trying to swing some. Colby came to game, yo. She's here to fight. Valerie's got to fight, but she's standing with her, too. Ooh, nice right hand over the top from Valerie Loretta. She's circling outside. She's on the inside of the octagon. Valerie Loretta circling on the outside of the center of the octagon. Colby Fletcher has a little bit of reach advantage, though. That jab just touched Valerie. Valerie with the axe kick, though. That axe kick touched Colby Fletcher a little. See, that flashy karate axe kicks and stuff, like, you get a knockout, it's going to be sweet, but, man, you better hope somebody don't come under with a takedown. Oh, there's a nice little combo that lands for Valerie Loretta. Nice 1-2 combination in the center of the octagon. Putting together her combinations nicely. 1-2 followed by a high kick she just threw there. The problem in this fight is just a little bit is Colby Fletcher's reach. Her jab is just there for her. And, you know, Valerie's got to eat that jab on the way in. But there she is. She lands a nice straight left on the way inside. She's got to handle a little bit of a reach disadvantage in this fight, which is interesting. These girls are fighting at 125. Does Bellator not have 115? Colby lands a nice 1-2 there with that reach. Ooh, that's a big shot from Valerie, and started off a little bit of a brawl in the center of the octagon. Both girls trading there. Trading some good shots. Colby Fletcher's 1-2 in her pro career, but boy, she came to fucking game. Nice little outside leg kick, and then a punch over the top from Valerie Loretta. Valerie Loretta's putting some shots on that right hand, putting some heat on that right hand. She's throwing some powerful shots here. Nice little shot to the body. Left straights over the top for Valerie Loretta. Colby Fletcher's controlling the distance in the center of the octagon. Valerie Loretta comes forward there a little bit with the 1-2 combination. Ooh, nice left hand, and then a kick to the body. Drops Colby Fletcher. Now she's there, landing shots over the top. This fight looks like it's over. The referee's letting this girl be a warrior. Mario Yamasaki, too. Holy shit. Wow. Valerie Loretta just fucking... Woo. She landed that 1-2 followed by a kick to the body, or maybe it was to the liver because it dropped Colby Fletcher. She fell backward. Valerie came over, immediately landing the ground and pound to where it was like, oh shit, this fight's probably almost over. And she just continues to land that shit. Like, okay, this fight's probably over. Bye-yow! Okay, like, holy shit. Right hand, left hook, left kick to the body. Dropped Colby Fletcher, and she immediately, boom, boom, with the hammer fist all over her with the ground and pound after the drop. Right hand just missed, left hook. The right hand might have just grazed her, but the left hook and then the left kick to the body. Just sent her down to the mat. Boom, left hook, left kick to the body, then right over the top, boom, boom, boom. The ground and pound helped finish her off too. Yeah. That was a good finish. Violet Raiders, she's got some power, man. Like I said, proper matchmaking, this girl can be a beast. Colby Fletcher came to game, though. She's better than a 1-3 fighter. Okay. Valerie Loretta, nice first round TKO win there. Let's get the fight clock off the screen. Get the chat's reaction to Valerie Loretta's dominant first round TKO. Woo! With the TKO, says Kim Jong-Uzi. I like the hand strikes from Valerie, says Leon Dubson. Cool hat, says Robert Zuyo. Appreciate it. Mr. Perfect 2005. Yo, Leon, you have a link, bro? What a killer instinct, says Leon Dubson. Oh, yeah, she was all over her. Loretta lost her ass in the weight cut. Not a fan, says Mr. Deftones. Holy smokes. Alan Clark says Shaq got a link. Valerie looking thicker than a sneaker, though, says Jay Skills. You sound like a pleb, says Kim Jong-Uzi. You look like a child molester, says Andrew White. Kim Jong-Uzi says that's a good link, by the way. No lag, etc. Leon Dubson. Well, she's young enough to learn and acquire a competent ground game. Damn, why do they do Silva like that? Yeah, he's got a hell of a matchup coming up next. Yaroslav Amosov, 20-0, taking on Eric Silva. It's going to be a really good fight. Fat dabs on deck. Speaking of fat dabs, I need my fat lighter. I think it's probably over there. I have to go grab it. Reddit MMA streams, then choose Ripple, is Link, or any others. That's exactly where I'm at, Leon Dubson. Let's talk about this, though, real quick. I'm going to have to do a separate video on this. You guys see this? Max Holloway sharing this and got his own Tony Ferguson type of guy joke, and his is killing most of the ones you see. Tony Ferguson's the type of guy to copy my back tattoo, then tell me I've just been blessed. That's one of the best ones I've fucking seen. Yo, Max Holloway. That was dope. But he shared this, which has got my eyes raised up like, what the fuck? Oh, shit. Holloway vs. Ferguson, UFC 236, is an upcoming mixed martial arts event produced by the UFC that will be held April 13th at a venue and location to be announced. Max Holloway is expected to fight Tony Ferguson for the interim lightweight title. Oh my God, that fucking fight is amazing. What the fuck? God, that fight is insane. Of course, I feel like if you're going off who deserves the lightweight title shot the most, it's Ferguson Poirier, but it's Ferguson at the top. So you put Holloway in there, who's a champion, who's also on an insane winning streak, who's talked about moving up. Winner fights Khabib. Holloway's already been in line to fight Khabib. Ferguson's been in line to fight Khabib. So whoever wins is a great fight for fucking Khabib. Holloway versus Ferguson. And Max Holloway retweeted this shit. Like, there's something to this. Holloway versus motherfucking Ferguson, you guys. Oh, that shit is crazy. Like, as salty as you want to be about, well, it's an interim title. I don't give a fuck. The fight overshadows all of that. I don't give a fuck what title this is for. It's for an interim title that Tony Ferguson already won. I know. But this fucking fight is just insane. I think Max Holloway's, both of these guys, because with Tony Ferguson's injury, we might have allowed Max Holloway to catch up. I think they're both currently on 11-fight winning streaks. Like, someone's always got to go. Kim Jong-Uzi says, so Fergie versus Holloway is official. It's not official. It's not announced by the UFC, but usually when it pops up like on the Wikipedia like this, and for Tony Ferguson to be retweeting this shit and making a or for Max Holloway to be retweeting this with a Tony Ferguson joke, like, it's not official, but boy, it seems close. Like, what? And if you think about it, right, UFC 235, we've got the main event. We don't have a main event for 236 yet. We do know about 237 in Brazil. They got big plans for that. But what's 236? 235 is John Jones, Anthony Smith, Woodley versus Usman. 236, Holloway versus fucking Ferguson. Ooh, shit. I think it's happening. And then that's probably the best Tony Ferguson is the type of guy joke I've seen coming from Max Holloway. They say copy my back tattoo, then tell me I've just been blessed. Yo. Tony chokes Max out. Night, says Mr. IWC. If it goes to the floor, I could see that happening, but I could see some wild fucking stand-up, just fight fans' dream happening in that fight. You remember when Max Holloway pointed at the octagon in the Ricardo Lamas fight? I could see that happening like all 5 rounds. Holloway made that wiki page just Dutch-style black clouds. Tony Ferguson, the type to fucking make his own Wikipedia for his next fight. Jay Skills, I think MVP could win, but I want Paul Daley to get the win. Yeah, I think most people are leaning toward MVP because we all expect it to be a stand-up fight, but I really think it's closer to a toss-up than people are giving it credit for because all of the MMA experience for Paul Daley. I honestly wouldn't be surprised. Like, I kind of would be, but it would kind of be justice if Paul Daley comes in here like Holly Holm versus Megan Anderson and just starts shooting for the takedown. Oh, my God. What if Paul Daley beat MVP the way, like, John Fitch beat him? That would be, like, MMA justice a little bit. A bit dramatic with the speech, says Jay Skills. I think it's messed up that they're making Tony fight for an interim belt again. But like Max would say, it is what it is. 100%. The fight is so good, like, I can look past that. But 100%, you're right. Mr. Deftone says, Tony Ferguson versus Holloway is bad for Tony. Tony won't get knocked out, but Holloway knows how to fight people, even if his damage ain't apparent. He knows how to give death of 1,000 cuts. It's gonna, yeah. Holloway could win that fight. Ferguson could win that. Either way, it's not a guarantee for Tony Ferguson. Like, I think that's probably, for me, yeah, that one's because Max Holloway, I think his strongest suit is his stand-up, and Tony Ferguson's going to be willing to engage in the stand-up. We know about Tony Ferguson's jiu-jitsu, but he's going to have to get the fight to the ground. Max Holloway's not going to be looking to take him down, so unless he takes Max Holloway down, we might not see the jiu-jitsu in that fight, which means it's anybody's fight. So, yeah, I would love to see that fight. I don't know. Semtex is nasty on the feet. He stopped Larkin. No, he is, but I just feel like MVP, his specialty is striking. It's not like he can't lose. But if your specialty is striking, like, that's... To me, it's kind of like, imagine an MMA fighter versus a kickboxer in kickboxing. Unless Paul Daley mixes up his takedowns, I know he's a great striker, but he's an MMA fighter. He hasn't been moonlighting as a fucking professional kickboxer over these last 5 years. He's been fighting MMA fights. So, I mean, I feel like that's why MVP has the edge, but Paul Daley is extremely dangerous, experienced, and definitely not one to be counted out. I think they were talking about how MVP is going to have to be on guard, like, after the fight. Like, they're like, with this guy, he's that type of guy. You got to be on guard. After the bell, the fight don't go his way, you better still be ready. Keep your eyes on him. Oh, shit. It's the first legit fighter he has fought. I think it's going to be a decision, and we're going to find out. MVP is more like Wonder Boy. Yeah, no. That there's truth to that. The first legit fighter he's fought. too. And that's why if Paul Daley had any sort of ground game, I would probably give him the edge. Like, if he just was... And I'm sure his ground game is not non-existent, but I don't see him shooting for the takedown, especially with this being kind of a grudge match. I could see him wanting to beat MVP at his own game, and that could be dangerous. John Doe says Max versus Tony could be one of the top bloodiest fights ever. That's what I was like thinking when I was thinking about the fight, but I couldn't put it into words. Yeah, it'll probably be like one of the bloodiest fights ever. It sounds terrible, but that's what it has potential to be. Just a fucking mess, like just an insane battle. I don't know who to pick, honestly, says Gary Kidger Jr. Max vs. Tony is a guaranteed fight of the night. Yeah, that's a guarantee. Literally, what the fuck was that, says AJC. Max vs. Tony is the fight. Let's go, says Remove Lizard. Paul Daley will lose bad tonight, says Cadbury Hardware. Like Wonder Boy, he's going to catch Daley with the spectacular or something. Fuck, I want to see Tony vs. Khabib more, but this is dreamy too, says John Doe. Yeah, Tony vs. Khabib, that would be... And I'm with you there, but there's so much difficulty booking that fight. I'm just... If this fight's booked, no complaints. Tony versus Khabib would be amazing. Tony Ferguson fighting for a second interim belt. I get all that, but this is an amazing fight. John Doe says, fuck, I already read that. Manuel Torres says, Paul's game is stand-up, dummy. Yeah, no shit. That's what I was saying, man. Cadbury Hardware says, Paul looked extremely slower in his last fight, but he's a stand-up MMA fighter. He's been fighting MMA fight. He's got 50 to 60 MMA fights, as to where MVP probably has 50 fucking kickboxing fights or sport karate or whatever the hell. Both of them. Max is the next best option for sure. I got Semtex by second round TK or Poirier, but yeah. Poirier, Max, I'd like to see both of those too. But yeah, and also Khabib is suspended, so that's another thing why it can't be Khabib. I got Semtex by second round TKO. MVP is just a can crusher, says Mr. IWC. Man, Semtex, if he comes out here and just outstrikes MVP, he could, like, I'm sure people would feel like MVP got exposed. Leon Dobson says Tony versus Khabib, Dustin or Max, for me would be very satisfying. Yeah, any one of the three. Gary Kendrick Jr. says Josh Koscheck. Daley's past his prime, says Scott Yandell. How old is Paul Daley? I think he's only like 35. Paul Daley. Paul Daley's a guy who I respect because he never got like that easy road. He never had like the politics behind him. You know, he kind of came up fighting anyone, anywhere. Like if you fought Jorge Masvidal before the UFC, you weren't getting easy fights, you know. So I respect people who kind of, you know, were taking tough fights before they got on the big stage, you know, through their entire career. Paul Daley, Tapology. (40-16). My man's almost got 60 pro fights, and he's only 35 years old. Holy shit. This man's has experience. You're talking about a guy with almost 60 pro fucking fights against someone that people feel like is a can crusher. And this dude is, I think, a 2-1 underdog or something. I don't know. This is a 50-50 fight for me. If I was a betting man, I would be betting on Paul Daley tonight. But if this fight plays out the way I think everyone expects, which is a stand-up battle, I think that's where you give a slight edge to MVP. But it's 50-50. Paul got 40 MMA wins with 33 finishes. Those are crazy numbers. Those are crazy numbers, Jay Skills. Those are crazy numbers. He's only 30 fucking 5. Come on. People saying he's past his prime. He lost to Rory McDonald and John Fitch. 2 terrible matchups. Beat Lorenz Larkin. Beat Brennan Ward. Lost a decision to Douglas Lima. What? Looking at this, like, it's going to be really hard for MVP to win this fight. Like, only thing that favors MVP is the fact that it probably stays on the feet. The fighters are walking out now, you guys. I'm going to play Bellator, repping Bellator, while I run downstairs and grab a water out the fridge and grab my lighter. Oh, shit. Alright, guys. Scott Coker versus Dana White. Oh, the fighters are in the cage. It's only going to take like 1 minute. Be right back. Be right back. Fights are coming on. Fighters are in the cage.
Bellator, I'm reppin' Bellator, Bellator, Bellator. I'm reppin' Bellator, Bellator, Bellator. I'm reppin' Bellator, Bellator, Bellator. I'm reppin' Bellator. Look, Dana White, you found a fight. You said some shit that I ain't like about Bellator, so now it's time to back it up. Now grab the mic. You slap the fighters with the Reebok deal and treat them like some fools. I ask the fighters how the people feel, so people think I'm cool. Yeah, Scott Coker, baby, you ain't fucking with us. I'm like a stockbroker, baby, and I'm running it up. Go get your pot holders, baby. I'm like the oven to touch. And you can get Conor or Tony, Dana, my Chandler, fucking him up. Whoa, whoa there, Scott. Whoa, what the fuck? Maybe when you smoke your pie, you shouldn't smoke so much. Because I know that you're high. Michael Chandler would die against Conor or Tony. Homie, so don't even try. Now, should I keep it with you or should I get on your roster? Even Jimmy Smith is just a roster imposter. You got James Gallagher, he just wanna be Conor. You got Rory McDonald only cause we didn't want him. You see, Scott Coker, me and you, we are not kosher. You're not a stockbroker, boy, you're a stockholder. What the fuck were you thinking, sending that shitty diss my way? You need to think before you diss. While you're at it, take these flyweights.
Alright, guys, it's time to get to these fights. Probably on. Let's see. Nope, not yet. Alright, coming on now. I'm going to be Yaroslav Amosov versus Eric Silva, UFC veteran. Pull it up. Eric Silva's record. One, two, three, four. He went 1-4 in his last 5 UFC fights. But he was still fighting Yancy Medeiros, Jordan Mean, Nordine Taleb, Neil Magny. Those are not fucking scrubs. So the strength of schedule, even though this guy is 20-0, Eric Silva does have a chance. I mean, this guy wasn't fighting UFC guys, you know what I'm saying, over here in the Tech Crep FC. So this is still a really good and I think competitive fight. Yaroslav Amosov versus Eric Silva. Tony Time, Trey Young, Trey TL. Alright, here we go. Why is the fight clock not on the screen? Oh, there it is. Alright. Yaroslav Amosov out here in some pink and yellow pants. That would be distracting as a fighter. Ooh, heavy outside leg kick from Eric Silva, controlling the center of the octagon to start the fight. He's coming forward, switching stances. He's looking sharp. Switching stances. Now another outside leg kick. He's trying to bang with him. Eric Silva trying to throw some heavy hooks inside the clinch there as they break apart. Yaroslav Amosov tries to come forward with a jab and a takedown attempt. Not successful. Misses on the inside leg kick there. Eric Silva back to coming forward in the center of the octagon, faking a front kick there, feinting it. Yaroslav Amosov being careful on the outside. They get close there. Left hook from Eric Silva. Ooh, that would just grazed the forehead of Amosov. Inside leg kick from Yaroslav. Man, this cage is bloody, low-key. Oh, somebody was fighting earlier. Getting fucked up over there. Ooh, front kick from Yaroslav. Yaroslav almost eats a counter hook, though. Oh, that front kick again from Yaroslav, and he eats a left hook. Eric Silva's stalking this dude. And landing these hooks. Left hook, right hook over the top from Eric Silva. Punch to the body from Eric Silva. Nice little jab from Yaroslav there, but Eric Silva's coming with the heat so far. Ooh, these hooks again. Ducks under as they clinch up. Left hook, right hook from Silva. Yaroslav with the kick to the body on the break. Right hook to the body. Right uppercut to the body from Eric Silva. Nice knee to the body from Yaroslav on the break. Ooh, kick to the shoulder, but he eats a left hook from Eric Silva. Yaroslav tries to throw a high kick, but it connects with the shoulder. And he eats a left hook. Eye bleeding a little bit. That front kick he's throwing out there. I mean, this is looking like Eric Silva's looking like a UFC fighter. Like, he didn't have the breaks. Them's the breaks for him as far as the UFC is concerned. He just got the short end of the stick on a few fights, but he's still a world-class fighter, and that's why he was in the UFC. He's got a lot of UFC fights. Gets taken down there, but he's right back up. Yaroslav in controlling the clinch against the fence right now, but Eric Silva reverses it with underhooks, turn back around. Eric Silva's back to the cage. Yaroslav controlling the clinch here, but he's still, I think, losing this round so far. Eric Silva with the little kick to the leg inside the clinch as he reverses the position, breaks away. Yaroslav misses on a high kick. Nice little straight jab there from Yaroslav. His right eye bleeding a little bit. Oh, that left hook, man. Eric Silva was looking for a home for that. He threw a right straight there. It looked like he was just trying to bait out Yaroslav because he came with the fucking heavy left hook after that. He's trying to continue to do damage to that eye. He's already done some work with that left hook. Yaroslav, center of the octagon, looking for a single leg takedown, unsuccessful there. Eric Silva backing up here. Ducks down in the center of the octagon. Looks like he was trying to bait Yaroslav in a little bit. Inside leg kick from Eric Silva lands. He says he circles around with his back close to the fence. Yaroslav controlling the inside of the octagon right now. He's not switching stances. He's like doing some weird shuffle with his feet before he comes in. It's interesting. Yaroslav shuffles his feet and comes in with a jab. Silva was able to counter him there and land a nice hook. Eric Silva now in the center of the octagon coming forward, leading with his left hand there. Nice outside leg kick from Eric Silva. 10 seconds left in the round. Oh, nice right hook over the top from Eric Silva, but he eats a knee to the body in the clinch as the round breaks. Close round, sort of close. I score it for Eric Silva, but Big John, he said very tight round. He's looking at the stats. He's going to give us who he thinks won the first round. I got my lighter. I didn't even lit this blunt watching this fight. He's going with Amosov. What? He said off of the shots landed. I think he meant to say Eric Silva. All the highlights showed big shots landed by Eric Silva. Yaroslav, I don't know what really, a knee to the body maybe? He hasn't landed, I don't think, near as many significant strikes so far. We'll see. I got round one for Silva, but we will see. It wasn't just as dominant enough to guarantee it by any means. All right, touching gloves, round 2 underway. Eric Silva misses on a front kick to the body there. Yaroslav Amosov throws a outside leg kick. Eric Silva catches it and lands a right hand that drops Yaroslav for a second. Yaroslav right back up. He shuffles his feet, comes forward with the combination. He looks like he lands a left hand there, Yaroslav, but not much more. Nice head movement there from Eric Silva. Had his hands dropped, still just got out the way of a shot. Nice outside leg kick, right uppercut from Eric Silva. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Eric Silva, man. Mixing up his combinations. Eric Silva is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Judo black belt. Ooh, spinning body kick from Eric Silva. A nice short uppercut, left uppercut from Silva. Yaroslav Amosov able to get a takedown and take Eric Silva's back off of that. Silva able to get back up against the cage. Sorry, Yaroslav still has his back though. Silva working to turn, eating a couple shots there. Amosov landed some shots over the top now, controlling Eric Silva's back, landed some shots. He landed some nice shots. He's controlling Eric Silva's left hand and landing some ground and pound with the right. Those are some nice shots. Eric Silva trying to stand up against the fence. Yaroslav trying to control him with his grappling, trying to get him back down, drag him back down. He does it. Able to get Silva back down and almost gets a hook in. This is not where Silva wants to be with 3 minutes left in the round. He's got one hook in, Yaroslav Amosov, with Eric Silva's back against the cage. Eric Silva down on his knees, one hook in. He's trying to spin out. Nice ground and pound, big right hand underneath from Yaroslav. He's doing some real work here. I think this is the most dominant position we've seen all fight. Nice ground and pound just on Eric Silva's back. Eric Silva trying to spin out of it to where Amosov doesn't have his back anymore, but he's unsuccessful so far. Yaroslav trying to land some shots and short elbows, making sure he stays on Eric Silva's back. Still landing some shots. Eric Silva tries to explode out there. Amosov keeps his back, picks him up, and slams him down. Ooh. Eric Silva tried to explode out. Got slammed down. Almost like some WWE shit, low-key, because the explosion, didn't really expect it. Just, wow, slammed him down for a second. Eric Silva now on the floor, trying to roll over to where his back isn't exposed anymore, but he's eating some short elbows in the process. 90 seconds left in the round. Dominant round for Yaroslav here. Eric Silva better hope that the judge scored the first round like I did, because this is probably a 10-8. Yaroslav showing off his wrestling. In this fight, he wasn't able to showcase in the first round. Eric Silva's going to have some cardio. You know, this is definitely using a lot of energy here. He's been wearing Yaroslav Amosov like a backpack. I mean, even though he's been on the ground, but also that explosion trying to get out, getting slammed back down. Still working with his back to the fence, trying to get up now. Yaroslav gets him away from the fence. Now he's in guard. Passes to half guard. Yaroslav Amosov, 36 seconds left. Dominant second round. Eric Silva better hope he don't get taken down in the third round, because this round Yaroslav Amosov is dominant. Huge round for Yaroslav Amosov. Eric Silva working off his back. Now he's in full guard. Trying to get his feet to the fence. Kick off. Trying to get his feet high enough for a potential arm bar. 10 seconds left. Unsuccessful. Yaroslav ends the round in top position. Big round for Yaroslav there. No question who won that round. Eric Silva might need a finish in this round. Kim Jong-Uzi says Silva must be getting tired. Kim Jong-Uzi says, I think Paul has good footwork and can get inside the pocket. Paul gonna knock out MVP, says John Doe. That's gonna be shocking if he knocks him out on the feet. Cadbury Hardware says, yes, long body and leg kicks would keep Daley safe from much distance strike damage, but he's older, he won't throw the legs so much, saving energy. Paul Daley has fought much tougher competition, way more experience and power in his hands. Man, this is going to be a great main event. Loving the conversation in the chat. James Mitchell says that Daley's not going to stand and strike. I think he's going to surprise us all and use wrestling and ground game to put MVP in total confusion. Highly unlikely, but I can see Paul shooting to the mat. I'm with you, James Mitchell. It could be like Holm, Megan Anderson. All right, last round underway now. Here we go. Fight clock on the screen. Here we go. Center of the octagon. Yaroslav back in the center of the octagon, bouncing on his feet with a little more confidence in this round after that second round. Outside leg kick from Eric Silva. And then there's some of those good outside leg kicks in that first round. Yaroslav tries to go high when Eric Silva tries to go low. They miss each other on the kicks. Yaroslav in on a double leg. Eric Silva defending it well so far. He's out of there. This is where he wants to be. He was successful in defending these in the first round. A good sprawl there. Defends another takedown. Yaroslav trying to change the level, but Eric Silva, good sprawl. Ooh, big right hand over the, straight right hand over the top from Yaroslav, and it allowed him entry on the double leg. He gets Eric Silva down for a second. Eric Silva stands back up, but gives up his back, and this is the position against the fence in the second round. Yaroslav have that success with. He's got his back against the fence, and this is a good position for Yaroslav to be in if he wants to keep his O. He's in on a single leg takedown now. Doesn't have his back anymore. Silva's in on a guillotine attempt, trying to pull him down. Unsuccessful. Stands up, eats a body kick from Yaroslav on the way up. Center of the octagon. Yaroslav bouncing around a little bit. Ooh, just ducks under a right hook from Eric Silva. Both fighters looking a little tired. Still 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Yaroslav eats a little bit of an uppercut there. Center of the octagon for both guys. Lazy left hand from Yaroslav, but I think he connected a little bit. Wasn't much on it. Tries to come with the left straight, in for a double leg. Successful. Gets the double leg straight into half guard. Top position for Yaroslav with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Yo, if Eric Silva gets beat up tonight and Paul Daley, bad night. And Roy Nelson, bad night for the fucking UFC vets. That's a possibility. Eric Silva on his back trying to work for a Kimura. Not really much there. Eats a couple shots on the ground. Trying to work up off the fence. Yaroslav gets to his back. And then there's some shots on his back here. 2 minutes left. Eric Silva tries to stand up. Yaroslav ain't having it. Picks him up, takedown, back to his knees. Using some good wrestling here. And some shots under the guard of Eric Silva. Still has his back while Eric Silva's on his knees. Minute 46 seconds left. Yaroslav trying to take this victory home. Then there's some short shots controlling Eric Silva. Eric Silva has his back to the fence again, but he's been unsuccessful second and third round, even with his back to the fence to get back up. So Not too optimistic of him being able to get back up here. Minute and 16 seconds left. Yaroslav Amaslav. Silva's back to his feet, but Yaroslav's working on this takedown. Oh, picks him up. Back to the mat. Another takedown for Amaslav. 58 seconds left. Yaroslav Amaslav on the way to this victory. Eric Silva still fighting, trying to stand up, but Yaroslav on his back at this point now. Trying to drag him down. Oh, takedown. Takes him down one more time. 40 seconds left. Another takedown from Amaslav. Now trying to land some shots over the top. I don't know if he has enough left to even get the TKO here. Eric Silva standing back up, but Yaroslav has a hold of his back. Takes him back down. Eric Silva never giving up, though. Just keeps standing up, but he's exhausted. He can stand up, gets taken back down. 15 seconds left in the round. Yaroslav Amaslav looks like he's going to be cruising to a unanimous decision here. His 21st consecutive win. 21-0 now for Yaroslav Amaslav. Big win over a UFC veteran Eric Silva there. Welterweights. Nice little welterweight contender there, Yaroslav Amaslav in Bellator. Any of these guys that get knocked out of this welterweight tournament might be running into Yaroslav Amaslav. Hell, the loser of Paul Daley versus MVP might be fighting Yaroslav Amaslav. Man, Eric Silva, I think, had a really good first round, though. He landed some hooks, some heavy leg kicks. I mean, he was landing some good shots, knees. But the wrestling of Yaroslav Amaslav sealed the deal in the second and third round. Make sure the fight clock's off the screen. Pull up the chat. Them takedowns racking up, says Jay Skills. You guys, this is a stacked card. That was the first two fights of the night. Next was supposed to be Crow Cop versus Nelson, but I think they switched it up. It's going to be Vitaly Minakov versus Czech Congo. And that's how it should be. I couldn't believe that Roy Nelson and Crow Cop were not the co-main event. Like, what the fuck? They are the co-main event. These guys could be a main event. I couldn't believe they were the third fight. Czech Congo versus Vitaly Minakov, I think, is coming up next. Heavyweight fight. Czech Congo's on a 7-fight fucking win streak right now. Vitaly Minakov, another undefeated guy. Cadbury Hardware says, please, Paul. And Roger Rabbit voice, swing for the fences. Don't get your face butchered. Paul Daley fought Woodley, Masvidal, Diaz, McDonald, Larkin, Shields, Koscheck, Campman, Ludwig, and Fitch. Yeah, he's fought some fucking killers. That's why I don't think anybody should be counting him out of this fight. But I see where people are coming from. If they expect this to be a stand-up fight, I see why you could give an edge to MVP, but at the same time, like, there's so much value on Paul Daley in this fight being an underdog. Like, if you are a gambler or, like, if you're just doubting him, if you're just rooting for an underdog. If you want to root for an underdog, Paul Daley might be the one to root for. Now, as far as the fight is concerned, I know people don't root for him necessarily, as you know, personally. He hasn't been everybody's favorite, but he's definitely got a great chance of winning. It's going to be a great main event. Great co-main event. And still undefeated, Yaroslav Amaslav. Paul got miles of damage and baggage, says Cadbury Hardwell. I mean, he's not a guy walking around here slurring his words. Like, he's finished a lot of those wins. It's not like every one of his fights is a slugfest. You know? And he doesn't get finished a lot. It's not like he's been knocked out much. Let me check that out. Paul Daley, sure dog. Show me how many times he's ever been finished. Out of 60 damn near fights, he's only been TKO'd twice. And you can imagine one of those could have been a early, you know, arguably early stoppage. And with guys like this who don't have the politics on their sides, you gotta you know, for their split decision losses, you don't know what happened a lot of the times. I know for a fact, I'll say 50% of Jorge Masvidal's split decision losses, he really won them fucking fights. Like, so, let's go to the beginning. Pat Healy early in his career. A lot of these losses came really earlier, but he just has been a grind. Like, this is look at all these fights so long ago, since 2003, 2004. This man has been laying the groundwork in MMA. Like, putting in work before this shit was ever cool. Before this shit was ever popular. This man had 30 fucking fights damn near in 2010. Like, this is a real fighter. Like he, I don't know. This is a pioneer. I would call him an MMA pioneer. If he didn't have that history with the UFC, he would probably be in the UFC's Hall of Fame if he never got kicked out the UFC. Like, this resume is, in my opinion, is just extremely impressive, respectable, like, commendable. Just a lot of work. Put in a lot of fucking work. And he's only been knocked out maybe once. Or TKO'd twice. So it's not like he's just been fucking, you know, getting spanked around, and he's known for being in slugfest. So, I mean, I don't think he's took too much damage, but yeah, that is a lot of fights. That is a lot of fights. But it's a lot of experience. Also, it's how you want to look at it. It's a lot of fights. You can look at it like a lot of damage, or you can look at it like a lot of experience. Because just like Holly Holm versus Megan Anderson, if Paul Daley puts his motherfucking wrestling shoes on and comes in here and looks for a takedown, he could have a lot of success in this fight. And not take any damage. Like, and I just couldn't see Paul Daley doing that to somebody, because, you know, John Fitch did it to him, and he's had it done to him by wrestlers. But it would be like MMA justice if he comes in here and Holly Holm's this guy in the sense of the Megan Anderson fight, and just fucking looks for takedowns and just holds him down. That would be so fucking crazy. If Paul Daley WrestleFucks MVP, that's gonna be crazy. Gary Kendrick Jr. says, who saw Artem sign with bare knuckle fighting? Oh my God, I'm watching that shit. Did you see who he's fighting, bro? He's fighting against Jason Knight. Mississippi Mean. My mother... What? Jason Knight versus Artem Lobov in bare knuckle? Count me the fuck in. Count me all the way in. Cadbury Hardwell says, 3 times a year for a decade, like Dos Santos, chin breaking down. Exactly. Look at all those knuckles to the head. Yeah, if he gets fucking hit clean, the spinning heel kick, he's probably going down. But you see, Lorenz Larkin didn't knock him out. Brennan Ward didn't knock him out. None of these other motherfuckers knocked him out. I mean, after all this damage, he had 50 fucking 5 fights when he fought Brennan Ward. He didn't get knocked out. Brennan Ward's no scrub. He's got some legit fights, legit opponents. I mean, when he was in the UFC, he wasn't just getting knocked out. Tyron Woodley didn't knock him out, and Tyron Woodley knocks motherfuckers out. A win over Masvidal, which I think I watched that fight, and I don't know if I felt it was unanimous, but you know what I'm saying? Didn't get knocked out by Masvidal, who knocked out Cerrone. I mean, Masvidal's dangerous. So, I mean... yeah, he's probably had some knuckles to the head, but he's got a lot of experience going against a guy who, let's see, so he's got about 5 times, a little over 4 times, almost 5 times the amount of pro MMA experience here. I hear what you're saying, but I'm low-key, the MMA fan in me is rooting for Paul Daley to win via WrestleFuck. That would be just like justice to me. But it would be crazy for Paul Daley. I don't even know what he would say after that. Like, can you talk trash? Like, And then, because I'm sure he's talked trash about John Fitch and anybody else that was just going to hold him down. So what did you do that to somebody else? That would be wild. And then, like, even if you're talking, like, with MVP, like, this is a grudge match. If you resort to, like, your wrestling to beat him, it's MMA. So I get it. But, man, that would be wild. Almighty Khan says, De La via TKO, watch. PSD versus MVP is the main event, 2 fights away. We got a heavyweight fight coming up next between Cheick Kongo and Vitaly Minakov. Undefeated Vitaly Minakov against Cheick Kongo, who is he 45? He might be 45, and he's on a 7-fight winning streak right now, and he can for sure knock a motherfucker out. They don't have it on there. Let's see. Cheick Kongo making his way to the cage right now. Alright, Cheick Kongo will pull up his Tapology, check out his win streak and all that. 7-fight winning streak right now. 43. He's not 45. He's 43. Beast. Timothy Johnson KO'd him in round 1. Javier Ayala, first round KO. Split decision with Augusto Sakai. Ali Thompson. Tony Johnson Jr. Like, he's not fighting scrubs. He's got a win over Alexander Volkov. He lost a split decision to King Mo. But other than that, he 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, if he would be on a 10-fight winning streak if that split decision went his way. He would be on a 10-fight winning streak. But that's dating back to 2014. So, I mean, any fight now, that winning streak could be ending. It could be tonight. Against the undefeated Vitaly Minakov. Kongo going to sleep. Check, says Almighty Khan. Old dude's always got a jiu-jitsu chance like Cerrone. J-Dog says, you think that's too old or what? I don't think it's too old if you look like fucking Cheick Kongo or Yoel Romero. They don't look like they're too old to fight. You know, some dudes, like, if you've taken a lot of damage, but he don't seem like he's... Like, see, that's the question, right? So you talk about people like, oh, this guy needs to retire, that guy needs to retire. How can you say that when there's somebody like Cheick Kongo, or I mean, not just Cheick Kongo, there's others. But I'm saying, like, could you say that to Cheick Kongo? Could you tell him he needs to retire when he's on a 7-fight winning streak, but he's 43 years old? I'm sure he's taking damage in his career. Paul Daley has 60 fights. Can you tell him to fucking retire when he's still fighting at a high level? Like, so, interesting. I don't know. It's going to be, I think there's going to be a good fight, but I don't think Cheick Kongo, I think he could retire if he wants to, but I don't know. I think he's still good. I don't think he's too old to answer the question. Full time, what you think about Vanderlei's brain damage statement? I think you got to be careful with that shit. I mean, my first thoughts were, I hope you don't have a fight coming up, because now that's probably off, you know, kind of like Mark Hunt's. But, yeah, if he's having CTE symptoms, then, you know, we've learned a lot about CTE with the NFL, so I don't know. But for MMA, there's, like, not shit. Like, he don't have any, like, protections, right? For the NFL, they've got a union and all type of shit and lawyers, like, so it's a big deal. But in MMA, unfortunately, I don't think CTE is... I don't think that Wanderlei's statement is going to make a huge impact unless people sign up for some union, which that's never worked. I think Project Spearhead is going... So, I don't know. But for Vanderlei, yeah, it's unfortunate. Fight's about to be starting soon. Yeah, store shoot box fighters will get KO'd, then wake up and still spar every day. All right, here we go. Fight. Vitaly Minakov versus Cheick Kongo. Let's get the fight clock underway. Can't miss a second. Boom. To the fight. All right, Vitaly Minakov in the center of the octagon. Bouncing on his feet. He's feinting. Cheick Kongo playing that counterpunch game. Oh, nice straight left hand. Looks like it lands for Vitaly, but Chet Congo's looking to land that short right uppercut, and it can put somebody down. Minakov, he's being aggressive here. He ain't scared. Interesting. I wonder if you just want this win here, or is he trying to make a statement? Being over aggressive can get you knocked the fuck out. I feel like, would it be a smart decision against Chet Congo, who we know can knock you out in the first round, to try and kick him in the fucking legs and shit like that, and get to half of the second round and see where his cardio's at, instead of getting a short exchange with this man in the first minute and get aggressive? I don't know. But right now they're in a clinch against the cage. Chet Congo, he's knocked motherfuckers out from this position before. Nice knee to the body from Vitaly Minakov. Chet Congo turns the clinch around, landing a short uppercut here. When these guys are this close, I think right now the chances of Chet Congo winning are higher. The fact that Vitaly Minakov is choosing to be aggressive and come forward, like Israel Adesanya, right, against Anderson Silva. He knew not to come forward because he can get knocked out. Vitaly Minakov's coming forward, so that's a possibility here. I would not be surprised if he gets knocked out in the first round because of how he's choosing to approach this fight. He's coming forward, misses on the right hand. Vitaly Minakov just coming in swinging wild, dog. Misses that right hand. Big right hand over the top. Now he just eats a left hand. Congo, feeds him a fucking left. And we know how powerful Chet Congo is. Knee to the body from Chet Congo. Okay, referee timeout. Knee to the nuts, I think, from Chet Congo. I thought it was to the body originally, but the ref thought it was to the nuts. He saw it to the nuts, so Vitaly's getting a little break there. Chet Congo upset. He thought it was a clean shot. Let's see. Looking at the replay now. Let's see. Oh, that was right to the dick. Yeah, out. Yeah. Chet Congo. John Ooh. And we got John McCarthy commentating the fight. He said, I'm not casting any aspersions, essentially, but Chet Congo has brought that knee up many times in this position and hit that spot. So, and you got to think, Bellator last night, the main event, if you didn't watch it, the main event between Matt Mitrione and Sergey Karatonov was ended due to a low blow. Heavy kick to the nuts. The fight was called off because the low blow. Thankfully, this one wasn't that hard, or it could have fucked this fight up too. I was at work last night, so I just got to read the results. But that's how the fight ended. So, they warned Congo. Heavy warning. They brought the doctors in and shit. So Congo got to be careful. He's going to lose points. But Vitaly Minakov don't look like he's trying to make this fight go to decision anyway. He wants to knock him out. He's ready to. He's be killed right now. 20-0. You'd think you fight a little safer. Oh, he's blitzing forward. Misses on the right, but connects with the left straight. Now he's clinched up with Chet Congo against the fence. He clearly is comfortable being here. The fact that he's been so aggressive, you're going to probably end up against the fence here. So you got to be comfortable being here, clearly. Trying to control Chet Congo. And this is a good position to kind of wear some energy out. We've talked about, if you're going to beat Tyron Woodley, you got to be able to put pressure on him. And that's kind of what Vitaly Minakov is doing. He's not allowing Chet Congo to conserve his energy. So if they do make it to a second or third round, it could get better as long as he doesn't get knocked out in this first round. He's trying to come forward with some speed, Vitaly Minakov. Oh, heavy body kick from Chet Congo. Now outside leg kick. Vitaly Minakov trying to come forward. Vitaly Minakov, the aggressor, with 1:45 seconds left in the round. Center of the octagon. Chet Congo circling. Lands a right hand there, Chet Congo. Looks like he lands a short right. Nice inside leg kick. Outside heavy kick from Chet Congo. Falls to the floor. Vitaly catches his leg, drops him to the floor. Now he's in on the front guillotine choke. Chet Congo is able to stand up. Vitaly Minakov pushes him back to the fence. Chet Congo's strong in this clinch. Nice body knee to the body from Vitaly, but Chet Congo has turned this clinch around again. Which is interesting because I felt like Vitaly Minakov, okay, if you're going to be this aggressive, then your game plan's probably comfortable against the fence. But Chet Congo's having success in the fence, in the clinch. Vitaly still pressing forward here as they break away from the clinch. Vitaly gets to the center of the octagon and starts to press forward. Chet Congo, the octagon is cut off. Not much space here. Something's going to have to happen. Blitzing forward for Vitaly Minakov. He's just blitzing, bro. Lands a nice right hand. Chet Congo tried to counter him, almost hit him. This is a dangerous game for Vitaly Minakov. They clinched up for a little bit, but they've broke it away now. 30 seconds left in the round. Vitaly Minakov coming forward. He's taking some deep breaths. Chet Congo trying to circle out. 20 seconds left in the round. Vitaly Minakov, if his cardio wears out, that's going to be crazy. He tried to wing a right hand over the fucking top. Able to get on the inside and clinch up with it. But, boy, he's throwing some dangerous shit, boy. Vitaly Minakov, hey, it's a fun fight. It's a fun fight. That was a fun first round. Vitaly's fucking trying to fucking... He's throwing some... He threw an overhand right from a mile away trying to close the distance, probably. He winged that motherfucker. And that was like a wind-up damn near. Like, holy, he's trying to take Chet Congo's fucking face off. Bruh! Hey, okay, we're going to round 2. It'll be interesting to see how both of these guys' cardio holds up. If I'm not tripping, it kind of looks like Vitaly Minakov is slowing down a little bit at the end of the first round. So, Chet Congo, 43 years old. Either one of these guys is going to be, if somebody's cardio goes, it's going to be a bad night. You can get put to sleep in here with these heavyweights. Round 2 is about to be underway. Vitaly Minakov is 20-0. All right, round 2. After one, it's a close round. Big John McCarthy, he has a scored for Minakov because he's the one pressing the action, trying to press the fight, but it's a close one. 10-9 for Minakov, according to John McCarthy. Minakov again in the second round, controlling the action, center of the octagon. Chet Congo, octagon getting cut off, looking to land the counter. Minakov trying to come forward with the right. Outside leg kick from Chet Congo. Minakov looking for an opening as he presses back forward. Cutting off the octagon. Outside leg kick. Minakov tries to catch it and come over with the right. Looks like he just misses on the right hand counter. Minakov still, though, aggressive in here. He ain't scared. He ain't worried about getting knocked out. He's risking it for the biscuit. He's only 1 year younger than Chet Congo. Oh, no, I'm tripping. Not Chet fucking Congo. He's 1 year younger than Paul Daley. That's who was 35. Chet Congo's 43. Crowd's excited. Woo! Woo! Chet Congo circling on the outside. Vitaly Minakov trying to cut off the octagon. Tries to land a right. And these guys aren't... Not a lot going on right now because Vitaly Minakov is not able to find his shot as he cuts off the octagon. Chet Congo circling his way outside. Vitaly Minakov tries to drop his hands. Looks like he's getting a little annoyed with Chet Congo. Nice. John McCarthy saying he's not throwing his right hand as much. Maybe he heard it earlier in the fight. Trying to come forward with the Superman punch. Nice left hand from Chet Congo. Left counter lands. That's why Vitaly Minakov comes in. 2 minutes and 49 seconds left to go in this heavyweight fight. Second round. Minakov trying to lunge in. He's leaving openings, Big John McCarthy said, but Congo hasn't been able to counter. Crowd's starting to get a little restless now. Here comes the boos. 2 minutes and 23 seconds left. Check Congo circling. Back to the center of the octagon now. Vitaly Minakov tries to lunge forward there with a punch to the body. In one of those fights where there's not much going on right now, any fucking second somebody's just going to be on the floor snoring. Vitaly tries to come forward over the top of the right hand, misses. Check Congo just out the way. Oh, Check Congo, a little bit of offense. Try to. Well, the first offensive punch I think I've seen him throw this fight. He's really been circling out the whole fight. Minute 30 seconds left in the round. Check Congo circling on the outside of the... Yeah, this is a... I understand why the crowd's a little restless here. Check Congo trying to circle on the outside, stay away from all these big punches. If Vitaly Minakov is the one that keeps pressing forward. A minute left, the crowd's raining down the boos now. Oh, big shot over the top from Minakov there, it looks like, as they clinch up. Oh, Check Congo comes over the top with the left hand, and he lands a right hand. And now and then the clinch, Check Congo controlling it, lands a short right uppercut. Knee to the thigh from Check Congo inside the clinch. Those are probably his biggest shots in the fight. Oh, left hook on the break from Check Congo. Vitaly Minakov clinching up with him now, controlling the clinch. Check Congo with the knee and the left hand as they stand up and break away. Vitaly Minakov got to be careful now. He's ate a couple shots. Pressing forward now, continuing to stalk Congo. He's trying to leap forward with these left hands. I wanted to see who he's been fighting. Tony Johnson Jr., some decent dudes, but not no killers. Anybody's fight. Oh, left hand from Check Congo, right hand from Vitaly Minakov at the end of the round. Clinch up, a couple uppercuts from Check Congo, knee to the body. Round 2 is over. All right. We're going to a third round. Check Congo's corner believes that Vitaly Minakov is tired. They're saying that he can't find you. With his leaping shots, he's leaping in and he can't find you. And yeah, that's for sure. He's been just leaping in, and man, he hasn't really been able to do much just leaping in like that. Check Congo's just circling on the outside. I do think he might be up on the judges' scorecards, though, like, because he's been the aggressor, but Check Congo turned it on a little bit at the end of that second round, but I don't know if it was enough to steal the round. You guys think Check Congo... Who do you guys got that round 2 for? John McCarthy says that Check Congo lost the second round. He said Vitaly Minakov controlled the first 4 minutes. Check Congo won the last minute, so this could be 2-0 for Vitaly Minakov right now. Check Congo might need the knockout in this third round to win. Fight clock on the screen. All right, Vitaly Minakov back in the center of the octagon. Start off the third round. The aggressor again. We'll see if Check Congo feels any of the, that oncoming confidence he had from that third round. But right now his back is to the cage. Vitaly Minakov. Oh, just out of the way of a couple of Check Congo's jabs there as he presses forward. Outside leg kick from Check Congo. Outside leg kick from Check Congo. He said, oh shit, some offense. Outside leg kick from Check Congo. Oh shit. He's actually fighting, I feel like. Outside leg kick from Check Congo. Chopping away at the lead leg of Vitaly Minakov. Vitaly just leaps in with the left hook there. Outside leg kick from Check Congo allows Vitaly Minakov to take him down. Now he's in half guard. This is a good spot for Vitaly Minakov to be in. Bad spot for Czech Congo. Vitaly Minakov has 7 submission wins, and it's the 3rd round. So Vitaly Minakov has some good submission skills, some good grappling. Czech Congo's not near the fence. Three minutes and 24 seconds left in the round. Vitaly Minakov, already possibly up 2 rounds. If he can just make it to the bell here, he can probably win. Looking for, though, a little bit of a Ezekiel choke for a second. Decided against it now, landing a little bit of ground and pound to the body of Czech Congo. The referees might stand that up. I don't know. He was, Vitaly's like, punch, 3 seconds, punch, 3 seconds, punch. He was for a second. I was like, I don't know if the referee's going to let him just do that. Czech Congo trying to land a couple punches from the bottom here. Crowd getting restless, starting to boo. They want him to fucking posture up. He's being a little bit safe in this half guard. Czech Congo trying to hold him down to where he can't posture up. Had his hands locked behind Vitaly Minakov's. Oh, there's an Ezekiel choke he's looking for. Uh-oh. He's trying to lock in an Ezekiel choke on him. Oh, shit. Czech Congo in a deep Ezekiel choke. Oh, there you go. He's out of it. Woo. Better be careful. Vitaly Minakov. If you can't get the Ezekiel, might get an arm triangle. Minute and 40 seconds left for Vitaly Minakov to work from the top position. Winner of this fight could be in line to challenge Ryan Bader, they're saying, for the heavyweight title. Czech Congo back almost to the cage with 1:13 left. But it's going to be a miracle he needs to win this fight. He's going to have to stand up and get a finish or find a submission off of his back. 60 seconds left in the fight. Vitaly Minakov on his way to a unanimous decision. Czech Congo trying to reach for a guillotine here, but not in position to lock it up. 40 seconds left. $30 seconds left. Czech Congo trying to stand up. On his knees. Vitaly's got his hands locked up. Oh, Czech Congo's up. 30 seconds left. 20 seconds left. Knee to the body. He lands uppercut. He's about to knock him out. Oh, shit. Knee. He's hurt. Left hand. Congo with the knee in the clinch. Knee in the clinch. Knee in the clinch. He's hurting this motherfucker. 10 seconds left. Oh, he's stumbling. Oh, shit. You got to come forward, dude. You got to... Why'd you go? What are you doing? You just shot for a fucking takedown? Dude. He had Vitaly Minakov rocked for a second, bro. 10 seconds left. Vitaly breaks away. Czech Congo gets on his knees and, tries to take him down. He landed a knee. He landed an uppercut. Another uppercut. Left hook. Brought a knee down. John McCarthy said, why did he not? Landed a big right hand. Another knee. John McCarthy said, why not do this earlier in the fight? He wasn't fighting. And then 10 seconds left, he goes, oh, Czech Congo. I think Vitaly Minakov won this fight. Czech Congo, man, at the end had a chance. Some late fight heroics. Whew, yeah, this is going to decision. That's Minakov. Mr. Deftone says your Silver vs. Israel commentary was legendary. Was rewatching it last night. Yo, appreciate it. I thought I overdid it a little bit. I know I was going off. Hey, Cam, Big Full Time is bringing these boring fights into reality with great commentating. It's funny, good shit happen every now and then. Ah, ran out of juice. That fight was cheap, says Stamina MC. Yeah, except for like the last fucking 20 seconds. Congo should have gone for another head kick instead of a takedown. I know! A takedown? What the fuck are you going to do with the takedown there? Man, that was fucked up. I thought he was... Oh, I thought he had him, like, on the ropes. What the hell? Cadbury Harbor says, low tank, not going to chance gassing out, low energy, preserving energy fighting. Still don't know who I'm taking in Roy vs. Crow Cop. That's coming up next. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck to do here. I mean, on paper, I think you take Crow Cop. But at the same time, there's a lot of other reasons you could take Roy Nelson. I think I might have picked Roy Nelson. I'm not sure. I forget off the top of my head. There were 3 fights I had to 3 fight cards I broke down. You killed it, bro. Chatting them, listening. Yo, I appreciate it, Jim. That's a hard one. I'll go for Crow Cop over Fatso, says Cam Murphy. I see why you would pick him. Oh, who the fuck is that guy? Joining the full-time family. Yo, I appreciate it. Giovanni, I believe. I don't know if it was Giovanni. I just seen Gio because it was a... Let me pull that to the top. Alert. Thank you for hitting subscribe, man. Much appreciated. Thanks for joining the full-time family. Let's see. Alright, yeah, so next time it should pop up to where I can see the name over all of this. (29-28), unanimous decision. Chick! Congo! What the fuck? Goretti Eduardo, yo, thank you very much, man. Much appreciated. Czech Congo just got a unanimous decision, you guys. Oh my. That's crazy. Did anybody expect that? Did anybody have that? Steven MC said, how the hell did that nigga win? What? I don't know. What? Yo, okay. Liddy, what? If you're Czech Congo, you're happy. What? My nigga was undefeated. Vitaly Minakov was undefeated, 21-0. I just went back to the screen because I was sure in my ear they were going to announce his name. It might be Czech Congo versus Ryan Bader now. I thought it was going to be for sure Ryan Bader versus Vitaly Minakov. Wow. Mr. Deftone says, what? Bullshit. Czech was just shadowboxing. Bellator corrupt. Hey, that's the judges. That ain't Bellator. I don't think they're hired. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the same judges that judge all the fights. That ain't Bellator. Like, Bellator's judges. But I for sure could... That's a robbery, man. I don't know. Like, Vitaly was the aggressor. To be fair, like, Vitaly... Like... He wasn't looking good in the fight. Like, Vitaly didn't look good in the fight. Those leaping fucking hooks that were just missing, like, he didn't look great, but neither did Czech. But at least he was the aggressor. And that's why Big John McCarthy had the rounds for Vitaly Minakov. But Vitaly, he didn't look like a fucking world beater in there by any means. But yeah, I thought he won the fight. Don't even think Czech had it, said Cam Murphy. In the end of the fight, like, okay, maybe that's why you go for the takedown, because you feel like you're up 2 rounds. Like, maybe Czech Congo saw what the judges saw. Like, I don't need to knock this guy out. I'm already up 2 rounds. That explains the takedown, you know. We just didn't see it. He did win 2 of 3 rounds, in all honesty, but, yeah, I mean, like, I ain't, like, it wasn't the worst robbery. Like, if you think it's a robbery, we've seen worse. Like, it wasn't the worst. And, like, Vitaly did not look amazing in this fight. Bellator equals hella poor for that fight, at least, says David MC. Yeah, man. Congo actually landed shit, says Leon Dubson. He did, and he like if you're going off of damage, there wasn't a lot to go around. But yeah, I don't know. Who landed the most significant strikes throughout the fight? Probably Chet Congo. Ryan Bader's going to end whatever chin Congo has left with the same combo he used on Fedor King Mo, where he beat King Mo, who beat Chet Congo. And I know MMA math don't work like that, but they do have a mutual opponent there. And I mean, Chet Congo's he's lost to the better grapplers I think he's fought in his career. Let me pull up his resume. I know that was definitely his last split decision loss was to a former light heavyweight wrestler. What if fucking Chet Congo beats Ryan Bader and fucking becomes Bellator heavyweight champ? Oh, that'd be litty bagitty. All right, let's go. Oh, and this guy beat Chet Congo in the past. I forgot. This guy had a win over Chet Congo, so now they're 1-1. We might be seeing a fucking trilogy there. He lost to Roy Nelson, Mark Hunt. He beat any big wrestlers? No, not really. I mean, I guess King Mo would be the most similar fight, and that was a split decision. Interesting. So now they are 1-1. Congo did land the most significant strikes, says Jay Skills. No, he did. He did. And like I said, like Vitali, I wasn't impressed with Vitali. And, I mean, honestly, the game plan wasn't, I don't feel like the best game plan. Like, he put himself at risk a lot to be knocked out. But, I don't know, I feel like you should be rewarded for being the aggressor. If he decided to not be, like, what if he wasn't aggressive that fight, you know how bad it would have been? It would have been like Derrick Lewis versus Francis Ngannou. Like, it literally would have been a shit show if he wasn't being aggressive and he loses the fight. Yeah, I don't know about that. Congo won. It's payback on Vitali for holding up the heavyweight division, says Bahamas Daddy. Mr. Deftone says, I had 2 rounds for Vitali and 1 for Chet. Last round Chet was held down for so long. Yeah, that top position. Maybe it's maybe the referees didn't, there wasn't enough damage done from the top position. There's more damage done in that last 30 seconds than he did in the top position. He didn't, I mean, the Ezekiel choke was the most significant point. So, I mean, I can see it. It's not the worst robbery ever. Like, if you do feel like it was a bad decision, that's what it is, a bad decision. I don't know about a robbery there. I mean, I hear the argument, but we've seen, you know, it's like, it wasn't, the worst. How about Joshua fighting everyone but Wilder and Fury? His team either babying him or he don't want that smoke, says Anthony. I don't know about all that. If there's one channel that I think is pretty cool, I mean, aside from the coach's channel, but his name is like Bruce Vane. Like, I be listening to him. He's like an independent boxing channel. You know, I listen to both sides of it, you know, because I'm just a casual boxing fan. But he be having some videos that makes me, you know, because as a casual fan, all you hear about is Wilder being scared. I mean, not Wilder. All you hear about is Anthony Joshua being scared of Deontay Wilder. I've seen a bunch of interviews and stuff, and everything I be hearing is like, oh shit, Anthony Joshua's scared of Deontay Wilder. So that's an interesting YouTube channel I found where he's put together a bunch of really cool videos and shit, and it's like, oh shit, I'm seeing the other side of it now. Maybe there's some business reasons they haven't fought as far as from Anthony Joshua. But now there's other shit coming out where it's like, oh, is Anthony Joshua ducking this dude? So yeah, it's crazy, all that stuff going on in boxing, but I'm a casual, so I'm still learning all that shit. Chris Rojas says, who y'all got an MVP versus Daley? Yo, the MMA fan in me is rooting for Paul Daley, but if it's a stand-up fight, I think MVP is the better technical stand-up fighter. Like, if this was a kickboxing match, I think we would be picking Daley. I mean, if this was a kickboxing match, we would be picking MVP. And I think we all expect this fight to remain standing up because you definitely don't see Paul Daley, who is a guy who's been vocal about people having to take him down to beat him. If you're going to beat me, you have to take me down. But that's not what the fans want to see. The fans want to see his fight. So when John Fitch holds him down and, yeah, you can do that, but that's how you have to beat Paul Daley. So if Paul Daley, the MMA fighter, put on his fucking wrestling shoes like Holm did against Megan Anderson and took MVP down, that would be like MMA justice for me. That would be crazy. Like, as much as it wouldn't be the exciting fight we're all expecting, it would be kind of, I think, a little funny. Gary Kendrick Jr. says Sukumtath O'Malley. Who brought up Sukumtath O'Malley? Salute to my motherfucking dog, Sean O'Malley. PK Boxing and MMA in the building. Babe, message me. Oh, shit. Bet. 1 second. Facebook. Oh, I'm on my other Facebook, babe. I'll message you, though. Yeah, guys, my girl's getting off work. But, yeah, they're walking out right now. Roy Nelson's walking out to Born in the USA. (23-16) Roy Nelson taking on 36-11-2 Mirko Cro Cop. Roy Nelson won the first fight. It's a robbery because it's a bad decision, says Mr. Deftones. I feel like a robbery is when you know who won the fight, like, for sure. But, no, yeah, I hear that. It's a robbery. I mean, I hear if someone's just arguing it's a robbery, I wouldn't just fucking completely disagree with you. It would just be like a petty argument if I put one up. Like, we've seen worse type shit, but yeah. Let's take this off. What the hell is that? Oh, okay. Fight clock off the screen. Alright. Now we got Mirko Cro Cop walking into the octagon. Who you guys got in this fight? Let me know in the comments. You got Mirko Cro Cop or you got Roy Nelson? And how do you got the fight going? I still want Daley to win, though I'm with MVP, says Cam Murphy. That's where I'm kind of at. Like, I'm kind of rooting for Paul Daley to win. Like, I kind of want him to win. I like MVP, but I'm just kind of, I don't know, for some reason I'm kind of rooting for Paul Daley. If he win, but I'm picking, it's like my heart's saying Paul Daley, my head's saying MVP. How many before the main event? This is the co-main event. One more fight until the main event. If MVP loses, I'm down $100, says Chris Rojas. Oh, snaps. He could lose. It'd be crazy if Paul Daley just comes in here and wrestles. What if he could win standing up. It's going to be a great fight. Can't wait. The co-main event's about to go down right now. Announcer is announcing the fights. Announcing Roy Nelson right now. I'd like to see MVP eat that humble pie, but I don't know if tonight's that night, says David C. Yeah, I hear you. Like, it might not be tonight, but he's in the welterweight tournament. Keep in mind, these guys aren't just fighting a grudge match tonight. They're fighting in the welterweight Grand Prix. So the winner of this fight moves on in the tournament. No matter what, one of these guys is going to... If MVP wins, he's going to have to fight fucking... eventually, he's going to have to fight a John Fitch or a Rory McDonald. One of those guys, or, Ed Ruth, well, he's already out. He lost to Neiman Gracie. But you know what I'm saying? Like, he's going to have a bad matchup in this welterweight Grand Prix eventually. It might not be tonight, but it's going to be a tough go for MVP to make it through this welterweight Grand Prix. All right. About to touch gloves. Fight's going to be starting soon. Crow caught by head kick. Hopefully, says David C. You think he going to bring that motherfucking left tree chunk up there? Payow! Give him some crow cop justice. All right. Fight clock on the screen. Payow. Here we go. Roy Nelson coming out here, light on his feet, early in the first round, being the aggressor. Be careful, these judges aren't rooting for that tonight. They're not looking for the aggressor. But Roy Nelson, he's got to keep Crow Cop thinking. You can't just let him throw that head kick up there. Got to keep him backing up. Crow Cop looking to land one of them deadly kicks. Roy Nelson coming in, cutting off the octagon. Mirko Crow Cop's back almost to the cage. Roy Nelson trying to land a left hook, trying to land a shot over the top. They clinch up here. These guys are clinched up now in the center of the octagon. They break apart. We haven't seen Roy Nelson utilize his grappling in a while. He's been in some slugfest, got some, early finishes. I need to see him versus Matt Mitrione, put him in that crucifix for a second. Coming forward, Roy Nelson trying to cut off the octagon, looking to land a left hook. Crow Cop looking to time him. Roy Nelson tries to land a right hand there. Might have touched Crow Cop. Looks to shoot for a takedown. Barely even reaches the single. Good sprawl from Crow Cop. Clinches, pushes Roy Nelson against the fence. Looks to land a left hook to the body there. Now Crow Cop's controlling the action. Looking to press Roy Nelson against the fence. He's got Roy Nelson pressed against the fence. Roy Nelson gets an underhook and reverses the clinch. Has an underhook now. Clinch. Crow Cop's back to the fence. Roy Nelson wants to drop down looking for a takedown. Got Crow Cop's back to the fence. Roy Nelson still looking to try and... It's going to be hard to take down them big old hunky legs. You got to imagine he's going to be a pretty hard guy to take down. Crow Cop able to get an underhook. But Roy Nelson still controlling the clinch. Crowd's chanting USA as Roy Nelson loses position in the clinch. Mirko Crow Cop able to turn it around. Mirko Crow Cop controlling the clinch now. Roy Nelson looking to try and break out of it. Not a lot of damage getting done in the clinch as far as knees. Short right hand over the top from Roy Nelson. They try to break away from the clinch, but they're still clinched up. Hard shot, knee to the body from Crow Cop. Oh, to the chin. Roy Nelson lands a couple knees to the body, but Roy Nelson ate a big knee to the chin from Mirko Crow Cop. Oh, left hook uppercut from Crow Cop. Roy Nelson trying to battle this for position in the clinch, almost eats an elbow on the break. Roy Nelson back to the center of the octagon, though. These guys are broken away. Roy Nelson cutting off the cage, getting back into this clinch. Mirko Crow Cop able to reverse the position, lands a nice elbow inside the clinch. A nice knee to the belly from Mirko Crow Cop lands. Oh, big uppercut from Mirko Crow Cop. I rocked Roy Nelson a little bit. Ooh, that left kick landed to the body of Roy Nelson there. He reaches for a takedown. Mirko Cro Cop looking for the underhook. Roy Nelson picks up a single. He picks up a leg for a second. Mirko Cro Cop trying to sprawl against the fence. 24 seconds left in this first round. Oh, Roy Nelson really wants this takedown. I don't know if he's going to get it. Elbow in the clinch from Mirko. Roy lets go of the takedown. 10 seconds left. Oh, knee to the body. Left uppercut from Mirko Cro Cop. Knee to the body return from Roy Nelson. Round is over. It's probably a round for Mirko. I think so. Canned Good Magic says, I didn't know Davey Crockett had a YouTube channel. But yeah, now you do. Tyler Wilburn says, watch the elbow out the clinch from Roy. Mr. Deftone says, that belly kick, damn. Mirko nice in the clinch, says PK Boxing MMA. Salute to PK Boxing MMA, everybody. Make sure you go check out his channel. Click the little 3 dots by his name. Click go to channel. Throw him a subscribe. Quincy Pinola says, Roy doesn't look as gassed as I thought. No, he don't, man, but he did take some big shots, a couple big shots toward the end of that round. I don't know who won that, to be honest, as Kim Jong-Uzi. I would probably say Mirko Cro Cop if it's the same judges from last fight. I mean, the aggression seemed to be what paid off. It was the damage, and he landed that knee to the chin. I mean, you know, a couple other shots, so that'll be interesting. Holy shit, I'm nervous, says Chris Ross. Here we go. Majin Buu versus Super Buu. That's fucking funny. Roy Nelson trying to close the distance and look for a single. Unsuccessful. He's trying to take Mirko down and put that belly on him. Like a Kimbo or something. You know what I'm saying? He wants to take him down and lay on him. Roy can choke you out too, but we know what he wants to do. He wants to put that belly on him. Roy tries to come with the right hand over the top. Center of the octagon. Roy Nelson pumping out his jab. Trying to cut off the distance a little bit. Oh, try to put out that jab and follow with the right hand. He missed. And then tried to shoot for a single. Good sprawl from Mirko. Now Mirko has an underhook, pushes Roy against the fence. I think the crowd is saying Mirko. You motherfuckers can't switch sides like that. How the fuck you gonna chant USA? And then once USA starts losing, start talking about Mirko. Elbow in the clinch from Mirko Cro Cop over the top. Uppercut, elbow. Elbow by Nelson. These guys are scrapping it out in the clinch a little bit here. Knee to the body from Roy Nelson. Some phone booth fighting. Knee from Mirko Cro Cop. Uppercut from Mirko Cro Cop. Roy Nelson looking for a takedown. He can't take those shots. He might have been rocked in the clinch. The only thing keeping him up might have been the clinch. Stumbling a little bit as they break away. Mirko Cro Cop, it's about time he's going to try and land that motherfucking high kick. Soften him up a little bit. You know he wants to land that high kick. But you got to be careful. You try and land that high kick. Roy Nelson try and catch you and put that belly on you. Roy Nelson tried to land a kick to the body there. Looks like he landed it. Oh, another body kick from Mirko, though. Inside leg kick from Mirko, and his kicks are probably hitting a little bit harder. Oh, he tried to look for the high kick there. He put it up there. Roy just blocked it, but boy, it was fucking up there. And it came out of nowhere. Wow. It came out of nowhere with that. Back to the cage. Roy looking to cut off the cage. Left hand from Mirko Cro Cop gets blocked. Heavy left hand. Straight left from Roy Nelson as he continues to charge forward. March forward. Looking for a takedown still. Cro Cop stuffing another takedown. Cro Cop lands a short knee inside the clinch. 2 minutes and 3 seconds left in the second round. Roy Nelson got the one hand in the clinch, looking to land, try and went for a standing guillotine for a second. Wasn't able to get it, though. Ended like a hammer fist. Oh, uppercut from Roy Nelson on the break, though, there. Landed a nice little uppercut. It's a 3-round fight. Roy Nelson ain't going nowhere. Still pressing forward with 1:36 seconds left. Lands a right hand and a knee in the clinch from Roy Nelson. Holy shit, another knee. He's trying to turn this fight around. Holy smokes. Nice jab from Mirko Cro Cop. In the center of the octagon. Ooh, inside leg kick from Mirko. That was heavy. Roy tried to throw a high kick. He got about up to the shoulder. That'd be crazy if he landed a high kick. Now he's in on a single, but it's going to be hard to take Mirko down. Murrr has ahead of a guillotine choke. As Roy looks for the single, you got to watch out for the guillotine. All right, he's out of the danger of the guillotine, but he's off the single. Under a minute left in the second round. 45 seconds left in the second round. Knee inside the clinch from Roy Nelson. Eats an uppercut. A little more phone booth fighting. Inside knee from Nelson. Uppercut from Mirko. Uppercut to the face. Knee to the body from Nelson. They break away in the clinch. 24 seconds left. Inside leg kick lands from Mirko Cro Cop. Inside leg kick from Mirko Cro Cop. Tries to fire a left. Uppercut from Roy Nelson. Oh, these guys can still go down. 10 seconds left. Oh, nice body shot from Roy Nelson. Oh, that left kick from Mirko. Roy wants to throw a left kick of his own at the end of the round. They're going all out. Roy Nelson's a funny motherfucker, bro. He's trying to throw that left kick. Everybody knows about the left kick. Everybody knows about the high kick. Mirko, he gave Roy Nelson a kick that was blocked, but it was exactly like John Jones versus Daniel Cormier. It was that type of fucking kick to the head. Roy Nelson blocked it, but that set Roy Nelson off a little bit. He tried to throw a high kick of his own again, came forward. They're scrapping it out to the very end of that second round there. 1 round left. These guys made it to the third round. The heavyweights are going 3 rounds tonight. It's going to be interesting to see how this fight's scored. How these guys look in this third round. Hello, Brazil. Elton Silva Brito. What's going on, Elton? Roy sucking wins his PK boxing and MMA. Yeah, that's why it's going to be interesting to see how this third round goes, how these guys' cardio's looking. Oh, Bobby Bush, quick to get fucking smashed by the moderators. We got one more fight coming up after this one. One more round in this fight. Here we go. Roy Nelson taking the center of the octagon to start the third round. Mirko Cro Cop circling on the outside. Right now, Big John has Mirko up in the fight, but you never know how the judges have it. Lead hook from Roy Nelson just misses. Inside leg kick from Mirko. Tries to come forward with the lead left, eats an uppercut. Right uppercut from Roy Nelson. Roy Nelson still being the aggressor here, pressing forward. Inside leg kick, heavy inside leg kick to the lead leg of Roy Nelson. Looking for the takedown. Mirko clinches out. Oh, right uppercut from Roy Nelson. Another right uppercut. Those are some good uppercuts from Roy there. Roy looking to check that leg kick. He's coming in, lifting it up. He knows it's affecting him. Both guys, mouths open, taking some deeper breaths. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in this round. Roy Nelson's still the aggressor, though. Mirko Cro Cop's Bellator debut, actually. Inside leg kick from Roy Nelson. He's in again on that takedown attempt. Trying to get Mirko's leg, unsuccessful. Mirko gets out of it. Back to the center of the octagon. Roy Nelson looking to land a lead uppercut and a big right. A left hook and a big right uppercut. Just misses, though. In on the clinch. Controlling Mirko against the fence now. Reaching for a single leg. Unsuccessful, though. Uppercut from the under hook from Mirko is not allowing Roy Nelson to have any success with his grappling in the clinch. Roy Nelson, though, circles out. Cutting off the cage. Mirko doesn't have much room. Might be seeing some fireworks here. Maybe some more phone booth fighting. Mirko's back is to the fence. 2 minutes and 27 seconds left in the final round of the co-main event. Big uppercut attempt from Roy Nelson. Shot to the body. Goes in again on the takedown attempt. Unsuccessful. He's really wants that takedown here. He must feel like he can take advantage of Mirko Cro Cop if he can get the fight to the ground. Right hand over the top from Mirko. Looks like it lands there. Clinched up. Roy Nelson swings Mirko out of the clinch. Falls forward. Back to the other side of the cage. Doesn't have much room. Roy Nelson, similar position he's been in a lot in this fight. Mirko Cro Cop's back to the fence. Roy Nelson probably going to leap in here with some sort of hook and reach for a takedown. He lands the double jab there from Roy Nelson. Wild leaping left from Cro Cop there. And a left hook to the body. Roy Nelson trying to land a big right hand and shoots again for the takedown. Mirko looking to defend the takedown again. Roy Nelson finally gets one. Lifts him up, takes him down. Now he's in Mirko's guard. 59 seconds left. So I'm going to get me a fucking takedown before this is over. Big country Roy Nelson. 42 seconds left. Does have a black belt in jiu-jitsu. See if he can find some sort of choke or how this fight's going to be scored. Might go to the decision. I think round 1 was for Mirko. Round 2 was close. USA, the crowd chants. And then as soon as they announce Mirko as the winner, they're going to be like, Mirko! Roy Nelson trying to rain down some punches, trying to posture up a little bit with 15 seconds left. Mirko doing a good job of tying him up. Mirko trying to fight off his back a little bit. Also still doing a good job of tying Roy Nelson up. These last 10 seconds. Bell rings with big country Roy Nelson in top position. We'll see how this fight's scored. It's going to a decision, the heavyweights. We got one more fight, MVP versus Paul Daley. Everybody's here for that fight, the main event, MVP versus Paul Daley. This could have been the main event of, like, I wouldn't say a Bellator pay-per-view, but a co-main event. But it could be a main event of any Bellator show. I mean, it's probably one of their best fights of the year. I mean, it's a fight people have been waiting to see for a long time. Bandwagon crowd, I'm telling you, that's crazy. It went from USA to Mirko real quick. See how the judges score this fight. Who do you guys think the judges? How do you guys score the fight? I think I give Mirko a slight edge as far as the decision is concerned. Roy only got that one takedown. He was the aggressor though, but I think Mirko probably landed the more shots, most significant shots. Main event hasn't been too good since Kim Jong-Uzi main card. Yeah, Cro Cop got it, says J Skills. We shall see. I think my link got snitched, says Mr. Deftones. Good fight. I give Roy the third round. Not by much, though, says Cam Murphy. Okay. So it really could come down to that second round. Good fight. I give Mr. Defson says Mirko was more effective, and even though Roy was the aggressor, but Crow Cop was actually an ending damage going back and should be rewarded for it. Yeah, I mean, especially if you think about the last fight we just saw. Chet Congo, he might have landed a couple more shots, I guess, but Vitali was definitely the aggressor. So if it's the same judges, they're not looking just for aggression tonight. All right, here we go with the judges' scorecard. First judge, 30-27. The other judges, 29-28. Winner by unanimous decision, Mirko Crocop. Roy Nelson tried to raise his hand. He thought he was the winner for a second there. Roy thought he won the fight. He's a little pissed. Mirko got the W. Mirko Crocop now 37-11-2. Shit, Mirko could be fighting for the Bellator title. Who's to say that Chet Congo gets a title shot over Mirko Crocop? Might have seen Ryan Bader versus Mirko Crocop. Time for the main event. I need to know who you guys got. I was listening to Mirko Crocop there for a second in the post-fight speech. Paul Daley versus Michael Page. 13-0 seems just like such a little bit of fight experience. But man, if this fight stays standing, we could see something special from Michael Page. He's a puzzle to figure out as far as the stand-up is concerned. We've seen in his fight with David Rickles, Kansas's own. But there's levels to this shit, and Paul Daley's for sure going to be the highest level fighter that Michael Page has fought. Let me take a picture of this so you guys can see it. Well, I don't know if you guys will be able to. Alright, this is the welterweight Grand Prix so far. Let me save this. Desktop. Capture. Alright, I'm going to bring this up on the screen so you guys can see it. The welterweight Grand Prix so far. Image. Browse. Alright, the Bellator welterweight Grand Prix. This is it so far. I'll make it bigger. So Douglas Lima won his fight versus Andre Koreshkov. Neiman Gracie won his fight versus Ed Ruth. Roy McDonald hasn't fought John Fitch yet. They fight next. That's a title fight. Winner moves on to fight Neiman Gracie. And then we have Michael Page taking on Paul Daley. Winner of this fight fights Douglas Lima. Like MVP versus Douglas Lima would be a hell of a fight too. Like either one of this is to me this is the best fight of the first round for sure. Winner moves on to face Douglas Lima, but there's more to it than that as well. This is a grudge match, a fight that both of these guys have probably wanted and the fans have wanted for a long time. Man, it's gonna be interesting. All right, let's get that off the screen. Who you guys got? Michael Page, Paul Daley. Tell me in the chat. Austin GT says, I might be going against the grain, but I got Daley for the upset. I think it's 50-50, bro. I'm not mad at that prediction at all. Full Fist Production says, what a fight coming up. Diaz versus Daley, one of my favorites, though. 100%. That was another great fight. Mike Revels, why is this not on Paramount? I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. What is it on, like DAZN? It might be on DAZN. I'm telling you, Merkel on something, says Gary Kendrick Jr. I have Daley because he's in the game longer, but I feel MVP wants to fight Lima, so he's in it to win it. Okay, here's the predictions. Mr. Bennett says Daley. Pharaoh Montana says Page. Oric says Michael. J Skills Daley. Ian DeBose MVP. Almighty Khan Daley via TKO. UK Boxing Pro says, us UK fans have to stay up late for this. Yo, who you got winning this fight, UK Boxing Pro? I need to know from you. Who do you got? Who's your prediction? Kenan Murphy MVP says, but still want Daley. I'm going with MVP. Okay. Colin Lavery says, MVP head kick round 1. Oh, shit. Tommy Rodriguez says, MVP's got this. Gary Kendrick Jr. says, whoever wins this fight has to fight Douglas Lima. Let that sink in for a minute. Yeah, that's no prize. What a prize. You win the fight, guess what you get? What, do I get some money? No, you get to fucking fight Douglas Lima next. Take that stupid hat off, says Brandon Park. Yeah, no problem, bud. Just stick around to the end of the show. I'll take it off. Take off a lot more than that for you if you, no, I'm just kidding. No head of row. And he said, I'll say it again. Daley, second round TKO. UK Boxing Pro says MVP head kick round 2. We're seeing a lot of round 2 TKOs for MVP. I'm seeing a lot of Paul Daley round 2 TKOs in the chat. Round 2 TKO. Okay, from Germany Page. All night. Farrell, Montana. Okay, salute to Germany. Tommy Rodriguez said, oh, that's true. I forgot about Lima. Haven't seen MVP's chin tested, partly because of experience and elusiveness. There's a lot we haven't really got to see from MVP yet, but style-wise, it's a fine matchup, even though it's a step up in competition. But, I mean, we've seen so many fucking studs lose, bro. This is MMA. It don't matter where it's taking place. Yo, thank you for hitting subscribe. UK Boxing Pro. Just join the full-time family. Hit subscribe. He's spect. Mr. Deftone says Douglas Lima is leg kicking out of MVP if he gets past Daley tonight either way, and Lima can grapple. Douglas Lima over here saying that Daley is going to shoot and try to wrestle. He should. What is that? Yeah, Douglas Lima talking right now. Oh, yeah, they got Douglas Lima on the desk. Douglas Lima on the desk. Because he fights the winner of this fight. Daily decision shows the kid what's up. Douglas Lima is leg... I already read that. I can't choose this fight. It's either going to end early by knockout for Daley or MVP outpoint him in a decision. I'm rooting for a fucking Paul Daley by Wrestle fuck. That's what I want to see. Paul Daley via Wrestle fuck. That would be the funniest result. 3-round snoozer. Paul Daley shooting for takedowns. Just controlling. Alright, it'd be better if he like submitted him. But WrestleFuck would be funnier. Lima's good, but Roy busted him up, says Cam Murphy. But Roy McDonald's one of the best fighters on the planet. Almighty Conscious Lima versus Rory 2. Watch. MVP second round KO, says Or. Is that your prediction for the Bellator Welterweight Grand Prix? You think Lima and Rory make it all the way? Paul is going to give up. Watch, says Oric. Oh, I don't know. The raccoon hat is boss full-time. Haters can suck one. Yo, appreciate it, David C. They can suck, too. They can suck a raccoon's dick. Paula, says Oric. Oh, snaps. This is for bragging rights. This is for who is the king of the Bellator UK scene. Welterweight Grand, as far as the welterweights are concerned. Michael Page, Paul Daley. Here we go. This is the main event. All the talking is over. Now we're going to fight. Delay for the win, says Maribel Garon. Delay is always for the win. This one for your mama, says Mr. Deftones. MVP been calling him Paula all week. Paula. He called him like Paula Tampax Daley. Like, he got disrespectful with it. Paul Daley, though, man. All them clever names, they're not going to win you a fight. I cannot wait, man. They're walking out right now. WrestleFuck outcome would be hilarious. Would send straight MVP straight to grappling classes, said David C. It'd be so funny. It'd be so funny. And this is the thing about MVP that, like, worries me. In his meantime, he's not going, you know, and like doing wrestling meets and jiu-jitsu grappling tournaments. Like, he's doing like boxing matches and kickboxing matches. Like, bro, we know you can strike. I just, you know, like, I feel like he should be just, if he's going to be one of the best MMA fighters, you got to just be working on your grappling, not fucking boxing in your spare time. Like, okay, that's when Paul Daley comes in here and just takes you down. Full time, if this fight gets wrestle fucked, I'll be damned. They both have a point to prove and stand up. That's why it would be so crazy. How can you talk shit if you win by wrestle fuck? But it's like you won, so oh shit. Oh, it'd be so crazy. I only see him striking and pad work, not looking good, says David C. It's going to end early, says Maribel Garon. I hope so, because my girl just got here too with my food, so my food's going to be getting cold while we watch this fight. But it's worth it, especially if it's a wrestle fuck. Move, dogs. Come on. My key factor in this fight, says Leon Doveson, is Daley cannot under any circumstances get over emotional. Otherwise, it could be grim for him. Just saying. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, no, stream. You ain't going to cut off right now. Not right in time for the main event. Paul Daley's in the cage right now. What are you doing? All right, here we go. Come on, Ripple. Oh, the winner of this also gets $1 million for the welterweight Grand Prix. Oh, you man, I'll talk to you about that later.
Just at least tell me you eat my shit.
No. I'll talk to you about that later. Those are mine.
Okay.
Who's coming out with the snake on the screen? Somebody's got the snake on the screen. This should be TJ Dillashaw's walkout. MVP. With the snake on his WWE-like entrance screen. This reminds me of the WWE, these entrances. You got the lights, you got the big screen. Oh yeah, he's feeling it. Coming out to some heat, some UK fucking heat, some grime. Man's not hot. It's not man's not hot, but Paul Daley might be walking to his humbling here. We will see. MVP. MVP, the crowd chants. Here we go. Oh, and there's another thing going into this fight on Michael Venom Page's mind, bro. Like, his father passed away recently, and he was talking about he didn't even know if he should still take this fight, but he thinks his father would want him to, but he's got hella shit on his mind, like heavy shit. Like, he was thinking about not taking this fight. This shit was weighing on his mind so much. So that's, hopefully he can compartmentalize that and get it out of his mind and just be the fighter that you know. Like, but that's some heavy shit. Your father passes right before one of the biggest fights of your life. Here we go. MVP has crushed a guy's fucking skull with how powerful his knee was when he fought the male cyborg. Here we go. MVP. This is a whole show he's got going to this thing. It's about a 30-minute walkout for MVP low-key. Oh, is that a Venom? Okay, now I see. That's a Venom he does when he raises his hand. Okay, that makes sense with the walkout with the snake. Paul Daley's like, bro, I'm ready to fucking fight. Here we go. It's about time for the main event. Paul Daley, 36 years old. Michael Page, 31 years old. Biggest grudge match in Bellator MMA history, they're saying. Not a lot of grudges. This is the grudge here. Ooh, here we go. The fight everyone's been waiting for, the main event. Michael C. Williams, the announcer. Bellator MMA live on DAZN. Oh, snaps, you don't know what the real grind's like. Jorge won with $1.99 in the super chat. Yo, thank you very much, Jorge won for the $1.99 in the super chat. It is time for the main event. Are you guys ready or what? They asked MVP backstage, what's the key to victory? He said, just don't get hit and don't get taken down. Page is not as young as you think for a guy with 13 fights. Not at all, right? 13-0, only 31 years old, and that's why. Like, yeah, he's got some stand-up, but boy, that experience is nothing to fuck with. I low-key, like, if this is going to be a boring fight, I hope it's because it's a wrestle fuck. I don't want to see a chess match, a stand-up chess match. I'm not interested in another one of those. Michael, Venom Page. What y'all know about that? Everybody raise your fucking snakes for MVP. Oh, he's raising it in front of his face and shit. These guys are gonna fight before the shit starts. Oh shit. Raise your snakes. Oh shit, son. Here we go. Ready to fight, let's go. Fight clock. Karate style of MVP takes the center of the octagon. He's coming forward. He looks like MVP. MVP, the crowd chants. MVP cutting off the octagon. He's looking to land something, man. He's ready to throw something here. Paul Daley circling on the outside. MVP. Lead leg forward. Karate stance. Paul Daley circling on the outside. Here we go. Paul Daley circling on the outside. He's looking a little smaller in here, man. You know, he's definitely a little shorter. That reach is looking crazy. Michael Page, a long motherfucker. Crowd starting to boo. Here we go. Nobody's thrown one strike yet. Not yet. I mean, there's a couple jabs to fill out the range, maybe. High kick attempt from Michael Page. Somebody in the crowd is screaming, Paula, Paula. That's crazy. And these motherfuckers are fucking playing stand-up chess here, bro. They're playing stand-up chess here. This is that shit. Michael Page coming forward, though. MVP controlling the center of the octagon. Three minutes left in the round, about 2 punches thrown. Paul Daley fighting smart, you could say. Alright. Circling on the outside of the cage. Oh, there's a good kick to the body from Michael Venom Page. Paul Daley reaching in for a single damn near from the outside. Paul Daley circling on the outside. He's just walking around now. Michael Page taunting him a little bit, just turning his back and walking a little. Hands on his knees. This is a 5-round fight, bro. If this shit ends like this, I'm about to start eating my fucking food, bro. They're bullshitting. A minute, 28 seconds left. Outside leg kick misses from Paul Daley. The crowd is chanting MVP. Jab from Michael Page, tries to get inside the guard of Paul Daley. Jab from MVP. Stream is freezing. I'm sure I'm not missing anything. Kick from Michael Venom Page to the leg at the end of the round. Tries and then a flying knee at the end of the round. Alright, guys. Alright, guys. Bad first round. Paul Daley's not even sitting on the stool in between rounds. He's like, nah, I didn't use much energy. We good. Alright, we'll see what happens in the second round. This is a 5-round fight. Bellator, I didn't think their main events were 5 rounds. I guess maybe it's since it's in the title tournament. That's probably why it's 5 rounds. Showing some replays. What do you guys think about that first round? Let me know in the chat. Favorite round of the night? Round 2 is underway. MVP's coming out now with some aggression. See if he keeps the same energy throughout the round. He's fainting like a motherfucker. He's jumping up and down. I think he's ready to fight now. These motherfucker better not just be doing this for show. And Paul Daley misses on the outside leg kick. You can't be jumping out here all aggressive like this and not be ready to throw a strike. Oh, come on, dog. You came out too aggressive. Jab from MVP. Bro. Oh, kick to the face from MVP. He landed a nice little kick to the face of Paul Daley. He tasted some corns. He tasted some corns there. Now Paul Daley's coming forward a little bit. This is like the Black Wonder Boy and shit. This is kind of like Wonder Boy versus Woodley, even like in stature. Michael Page is a little bit taller and lankier, and Paul Daley's a little shorter and stockier, more power. Uh-oh, they're clinched up against the fence. Paul Daley cut off the cage, clinched up with him. Let's see if he shoots for a takedown. They're clinched up. He's probably ain't going to be too hard to get a takedown. He's trying to reach for a single leg. Got to watch those knees being the shorter fighter. Those are looking pretty close to the dick region. Paul Daley controlling the clinch here. It's crazy because this clinch is, you know what I'm saying, like the highlight of the fight. Oh, he's looking for the takedown. He almost got it. Michael Page's height. Able to defend the takedown there. Paul Daley still controlling the clinch here. All right, we got a little clinch going on, little clinch game. Michael Page got an underhook, trying to turn it around, trying to break away. He's able to do it there. Back to the center of the octagon. Paul Daley, center of the octagon, trying to come forward. Now he's really shooting for a takedown. He gets it. He gets a double leg there. Oh, shit. Here it comes. Paul Daley gets a takedown. Oh, snaps. He's got the takedown, legs wrapped. MVP's going to see what he can do to get up here. Michael Page got an overhook on the ground. Back to the fence. Interesting. Paul Daley just starts landing some ground and pound here. Got some elbows over the top. Oh, there's some body shots. And John McCarthy just said it. He said it's funny. Paul Daley thinks when he's fighting a wrestler, it's not cool that the wrestler takes him down. But against Michael Venom Page, I might employ a little bit of wrestling. And he's got his legs locked up, and he's landed some good shots now here, Paul Daley. Great spot to be. Even though not, too much, he's in a winning position right now. He's in top position. Elbow over the top from Paul Daley. Oh, uppercut and the hook. Short uppercut and the hook from Paul Daley in top position. Michael Page maybe going to try and use the cage to stand up here. $15 seconds left in the round for Paul Daley in top position. Oh, elbow and a left hook over the top. Rocked Paul Daley. Another left hook. Now Michael Page looking to clinch up. Oh. Ooh. Wild into the round there. Paul Daley might have rocked Michael Page at the end of the second round after controlling him in top position. Let me pull up the chat. Right hand over the top, left hook. Yeah, I think it tripped him. It didn't rock him. His foot got caught on the cage. But it made Paul Daley come in swinging wild. Yeah, it really tripped him. His foot got caught in the cage. It's not like he got rocked. Like the left hook made him wobble. But he did eat a couple shots on the way up. Good finish to that round from Paul Daley. That was a good finish to an uneventful fight so far. What are you eating full time? Where's it from? You making me starve and it's 5:30 a.m. You know the nickname Taco Bell Wani. David C says, haha, nice end to the round. MVP got clipped. Reply to your comments, says Sean RSX. Hey, when I'm watching the fights, I can't reply to the comments. I believe in my life, Sean Daley. Fights like this. All right, fights going on. I got to get back to the fight. Here we go. Paul Daley, center of the octagon. He's a little more defensive now, though. Backing up a little bit. Paul Daley's a little more aggressive. He might be coming in looking for that takedown. Michael Page trying to land that jumping knee. You come for a takedown, I'm going to try and knee your fucking face off. But he does have Michael Page on his back foot. Paul Daley's the aggressor now. Somebody in the crowd is saying, Paula, Paula, you're going to get your boy fucked up. I really want to know who the fuck in the crowd is saying that Paula shit. They shouldn't be this close to somebody on the mic. Now, who the fuck do you think you are to be cage side? That's ridiculous. Unless that's somebody in MVP's corner, if that's a fan, they should be removed from the fucking stadium. Paula! Shut the fuck up. Right hand over the top from Michael Page. That was a quick one. Back to the cage. Blitzes in with the right hand over the top. They should let fucking Paul Daley go one round with whoever's saying Paula after this shit. Paul Daley's getting a little more confident with the striking even. Comes in with the right hand. Misses, though. Now, here he looked like he was going to come in with another lead right hand and went for a single leg attempt. Michael Page has a deep sprawl, but boy, you got to wonder. Any single leg attempt could be dangerous. And any single leg, no matter how deep the sprawl is, you got to wonder, how will it be successful? This one wasn't. MVP able to stand up against the fence. Third round, 2 minutes and 54 seconds left. Paul Daley controlling Michael Page against the fence right now. I'm sure he's going to probably try and drop down for some sort of takedown. Michael Page able to reverse the clinch, land a knee inside the clinch. Oh, shit. Michael Page was controlling the clinch, and Paul Daley tried to explode out of it and ended up in fucking top position with a takedown. Now he's in half guard. Douglas Lima, he said he thinks he's going to use his wrestling. That was my ideal scenario. Paul Daley is in top position right now. Who would have thought we would ever see Paul Daley winning a fight in top position? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, using his wrestling. Oh, let me make his career comes full circle. That loss to John Fitch. Oh, he tried to break away and land a big shot, though. Michael Page looked like he wanted to throw his legs up for a possible submission, but he's off of that. A minute 27 seconds left. Paul Daley controlling top position. This is so crazy. I wonder what like John Fitch is saying right now as we speak. Or anybody that Paul Daley fought when he complained about their wrestling. Paul Daley trying to posture up though. Trying to pass. Just a half guard, trying to land some shots. $50 seconds left. Paul Daley trying to posture up, land some hooks. Right hook from Paul Daley on the floor. Oh, left hook, left hook. He's trying to fuck MVP up. Oh, teeing off on him against the cage. Punching the shit out of Michael Venom Page down here. On his knees, just teeing off. He's trying to land some big shots. MVP allowed to stand up. Back to the fence. $10 seconds left in the round. These guys are in the clinch. Round breaks. Going to round number 4. That was Paul Daley's round. Here we go. And I agreed, with it. But I remember someone said their prediction is this fight's either a first round or an early KO for Daley, or Michael Page outpoints him in a decision. Michael Page ain't outpointing anything in a decision right now. interesting. This is an interesting fight, man. First round was really uneventful, but the way this is playing out is really fucking interesting. Paul Daley in top position. What the fuck are we watching? We're watching Paul Daley winning a fight in top position, grinding someone out. Now, I think he's making a point to try and posture up and land some shots. Like, don't just fucking hold him there all fight. Like, he's actually teeing off. I think that's because you can't just wrestle fuck a guy if you're Paul Daley. All right. Lead right hand lands from Page to start the fourth round. Ooh, switch kick to the butt. Jab from MVP. He's like, all right, if he's going to try and take me down, I just got to come out here and go for the gusto. I'm go for a fucking... I'm going to have to be aggressive here. Nice little punch to the body from Michael Page. He don't like what's been going on in this fight. He's going to try and take this fight into his own hands here. Let's get the fight clock on the screen. Ooh, big right hand over the top from Michael Page lands, and this got Paul Daley shooting for a takedown. Michael Page sprawls way out the way. Now, Paul Daley's in on a single, and he gets it. Wow! Paul Daley gets rocked and shoots for a takedown. What the fuck? What the fuck? We're watching Paul Daley out wrestle somebody, you guys. This is MMA. This is MMA. Oh, winner of this fight advances in the tournament. John McCarthy said this is the smartest fight he's ever seen Paul Daley fight. He's always coming to knock people out in this fight. He's realizing he needs to use other tools. This is MMA, and he's doing it. He's in top position right now, landing short elbows. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. This is crazy. Michael Page has a closed guard right now, so he's actually not working to stand up. He's just defending. And just working off of his back here. Maybe trying to... And he was looking like he was trying to throw his feet up high for maybe a triangle or an armbar attempt. But I don't know if he's got that in his bones. Paul Daley by Wrestle. Fuck. This is crazy. Are any of you other MMA fans out there just like enjoying this sinisterly? Like, it's not about the performance, it's about who's doing it. Oh, it's so crazy. Well, now, you know it's going to be the ultimate plot twist? Michael Page hits Paul Daley after the bell. Oh my God, if Paul Daley wins a unanimous decision by wrestling. Oh, he's in on a desperation single leg. Oh, high kick attempt for Michael Page as he stands up. Yo, 2 minutes left, they're back to their feet. Michael Page is ready to fight. Oh, jumping knee from Michael Page. Looks like he lands a jump knee there. Paul Daley looks like he was rocked a little bit. Now he's clinched up. Michael Page is controlling the clinch here. Somebody's back to screaming Paul Daley's back to the fence. Michael Page looking for a takedown. Oh shit, he gets the takedown. Now Michael Page is in top position. He's landing an elbow now from top position. 50 seconds left in the round. 60 seconds left. And we got Michael Page finishing the round in top position. Oh, landing a shot over the top. Couple left hands to Daley's face. Michael Page with a short hammer fist. There we go. Michael Page now controlling top position to finish the round. Now he's stealing him around. We're about to be going to the final round. Michael Page inside control. In half guard. Landing a little bit of short shots. But in top position to finish the round. Paul Daley trying to work to the fence to stand up. 10 seconds left. MVP still in this round. He's finishing in top position. Here we go. Round's over. This 5th round could decide everything. Michael Page not sitting down on the stool, standing up. This flying knee hit Paul Daley in the face. Then landed a right hand over the top. Got the takedown against the fence. Back in the cage for the 5th and final round in the main event of Bellator 216. Fifth and final. MVP, MVP. The crowd screams. Good knee from MVP. All these guys are scrapping it out now. Paul Daley gets the takedown. The start of the round. See if he can keep him down the whole round. Oh, back to up kicks position. Michael Page on his back. Feet in the air. Outside leg kick from Paul Daley. Outside leg kick. Someone in the crowd is talking about some Paula shit still, pissing me off, kind of. Paul Daley able to work past Michael Page's legs, get back in his guard. Uh-oh. Michael Page is working for some sort of armbar triangle attempt. Paul Daley, though, bringing it back down, back into guard. Michael Page working off his back. Legs are closed, though. It'll be hard to get out of this position with your legs closed. Paul Daley can't even stand up. You're holding him on top of you. If Michael Page is going to try and stand up, he's going to have to open up his legs. His legs are opened up now. Back to the fence. Paul Daley tries to land a knee on the ground. Trying to land some shots over the top. Looking for a guillotine attempt, Paul Daley is. Paul Daley still controlling Michael Page. 2 minutes and 43 seconds left in the round. Michael Page looking to stand up against the fence. Able to get to his feet. Paul Daley in again on a double leg attempt against the fence here. Venom Page working to defend this takedown against the fence. Paul Daley in here looking like John fucking Fitch. Low key. Tried to take him down, unsuccessful there. Page trying to take his back and gets him down. Oh my lord, almost works himself into a rear naked choke position. What the fuck? Now he gets a hook. Oh, now he's got Michael Page's. Michael Page has Paul Daley's back. Out of nowhere, just snuck around the back, took his back, And now he's in the hook in the same position John Fitch had him. Against the fence, one hook in. And Michael Page, if he lands a ground and pounder and finish this fight and stays in this position, you got no clue who wins this fight. Paul Daley's trying to get up. Yeah, I imagine he should be able to. I don't think Michael Page is going to be technically sound enough to keep him up there. Paul Daley trying to shake him off his back. Michael Page is able to stay on, though. Still taking Paul Daley's back. Still in a good position, Michael Page. This is going to make this decision really fucking interesting now. Crowd is cheering MVP. MVP. Elbows over the top from Michael Page. A minute left in the fight. Michael Page is on top of Paul Daley. He's got one hook in. Hook is out now. Paul Daley spinning out, stands up. Back to their feet in the clinch. And this fucking final clinch could literally decide the fight. 30 seconds. $25 seconds left in the fight. Paul Daley in on a single leg attempt in the clinch. Try to get the takedown. They fall, both fall, and Michael Page ends up on top. And he lands a shot over the top. And now Paul Daley looks for a damn armbar low key or an up kick. Looking for an up kick with 7 seconds left. These guys are fighting still. 5 seconds left. Punch from Michael Page. Paul Daley still on the takedown. Fight is over. Michael Page wanted to have a word with Paul Daley. Paul Daley wasn't really hearing too much of it, raising his hands. We'll see how the judges score this fight, you guys. That is what we are waiting on now. Holy smokes. 5 rounds. Waiting on the judges' scorecards. Got to watch out. Whoever loses this might swing on the other guy after the bell. Don't take your eyes away from the screen. The fight might not be over. We're waiting on the judges' scorecards. John McCarthy says 48-47. Looking at some of the shots, the damage. I think he's going MVP. Paul Daley got some takedowns in there. But I'm sure there's a lot of MMA fighters and MMA fans that appreciated Paul Daley shooting for takedowns. Or at least not appreciated it in the sense of oh, thanks, Paul Daley, but in the sense of being a guy that's always complained about, fighting wrestlers and then having to result to his wrestling in this fight. Waiting on the judges' scorecards. You should be coming in soon. Pull up the chat. Just glad I made money on Crow Cop and was entertained. With that fight, this one was bad but still entertaining as well. After all that BS leading up to the fight, they mostly fought using wrestling, and their brawlers, says Cam Murphy. Unexpected. Tuna fish in the building. What's going on? 2 whack-ass fighters. This infamous fight fan. It was boring but close, says Gary Kendrick Jr. Yeah, I don't know who's going to get the decision. It was close. Page would get subbed in the UFC, says Kurt Flair. Oh, yeah. Here we go. All 3 judges. Eric Colon, all 3. 48-47. Winner by unanimous decision. Now advancing in the welterweight world Grand Prix. MVP Michael Venom Page. Put your motherfucking snakes up. Put your motherfucking snakes up. Hey, I need to see your snakes rising, family. Everybody have your snakes in the motherfucking air. 50 Cent coming in the octagon, giving him a bottle. Don't know what to do, looking awkward. He's like, I'm here with the fighter. What the fuck? Let me not make the wrong move and get kicked in the fucking head. MVP celebrating. He's happy. Hey, I'm happy for him, man. He was going through some shit coming into this fight, too. See what he has to say. Now he's got to fight Douglas Lima, who's in attendance. We might see a little Douglas Lima call out here. But as far as the fight companion family, that was it for me. MVP said Paul Daley didn't come here to fight. He said he was talking about me being a knockout artist. Oh, he's still talking shit. He said he didn't do shit to me on the floor. The one and only MVP is here to stay. I'm taking the belt. John McCarthy says, we know who you're fighting next. It's going to be Douglas Lima, two-time welterweight champion here in Bellator. What do you think about that matchup? He said it's going to be an absolute honor to share the cage with someone that I've respected the second I joined Bellator. Okay. Don't respect Paul Daley. Fuck that dude, but I do respect the former champ. It's going to be a massive honor. Okay. No wild call out. He says it's going to be a massive honor to share the cage with someone I respect. Douglas Lima also in the cage. All right, Douglas Lima in there, talking a little bit about it. But all right, guys, yeah, man, that's it for the show. That's it for the fights. We got UFC fights tomorrow. Cain Velasquez versus Francis Ngannou. We'll be right back doing the same thing, reacting to the fights, watching them live with the family. So I appreciate everybody that came through tonight and watched the fights with us. If you're new, hit subscribe. It would be much appreciated. If you're watching the show, smash that thumbs up button like your middle name is Khabib. And let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. I'll see you guys.